bridge?
Yeah, we're still doing the bridge, but not in the format we started with. Of course, you know that the advent of technology, time has, brought a whole lot of metamorphoses as far as the electronic media is concerned.
Yeah.
Back in those days, terrestrial TV was the hit. Every 3 o'clock, whenever the bridge was on air, you were bound to have so many people tune into AKBC and watch it from start to finish.
I wasn't here then, but I heard.
Absolutely. So they would watch it from start to finish. We had quite a number of compelling segments. I remember when we used to teach the correct usage of English on radio. Fantastic. So many people learned a great deal from it. So we had a number of segments like that. A number of sports guys who are doing big today who actually started on the bridge. There are also a number of other broadcasters who are doing well today who passed through our tutelage. So but when we came back, we noticed that terrestrial TV was no longer the in thing.
Wasn't it?
And if you ask me, I'm someone who hardly has, I don't have too many regrets. But I can tell you one of my biggest regrets. Yes, one of my biggest regrets was the fact that when we launched the bridge in 2007, I only wish we had gone, to the internet with it alongside being on terrestrial.
That was the time of the advent of social media too.
Absolutely. So by now, I know we would have been. So that's where our eyes are on now. We want to see how we veer off from terrestrial and still do what we're doing. And I can tell you very soon we're going to be launching out big time. Okay,
I like the sound of that. We'll still do politics.
Yeah, politics is part of us. We can't run away from politics. You don't necessarily at all times have to run an election to be seen as someone who is actively involved in politics. There are other areas you can be of service. Politics, I tell you, is not dirty, as some people think it is. But I know that there are some experiences that people will pass through and they will begin to believe that long-held negative notion about politics is indeed true. But I tell you, my position has always been, if it is dirty, then we need some clean men to take away the dirt. So when we continue to think it's dirty, and we allow the space, for the dirty guys in quotes, they need to continue to get that.
Yeah, before you got appointed transition chairman, how were you playing in the political era?
Well, absolutely, I was.
At that time.
Yes, I was. Of course, I told you that I was, legislative aide to a big-time, seasoned, time-tested politician in the mold of Chivo Katasamakpan. So I learned a great deal from him. I learned a great deal.
And it wasn't dirty. It wasn't dirty.
No, it wasn't dirty. This is a man who helped so many people get employed in public service. He was one of the wittiest, and funniest politicians that Akwa Ibom has ever produced. He was very influential. He was the chief whip of the House as at then, and nothing ever happened at the House of Assembly that did not have to pass through the Tubom Subedi. So I learned a great deal from him. I didn't see dirt in politics, and that's what encouraged me. So much so that when the governor of Akwa Ibom State, as he then was, called upon me to serve as the transition committee chairman, if I saw the game as dirty, I would have thought twice. Maybe I would have developed cold feet, and I would have maybe told him, no, let me continue with my job.
He just called you out of the blues?
Absolutely.
Were you close to him?
Yes, I was. Destiny and fate has a way of throwing us up and giving us new opportunities. In 2014, on the build-up to the 2015 election, yes, it's 2015 election that first brought Mr. Mayo to power. That's correct, right?
That's right.
Okay, so on the build-up to the 2015 election, I stumbled on a man called Ifremiya, who was a rallying point for the governor preparatory to the election. Someone took me to him. I can still recall. I like giving credence because I often tell people I'm a fan of gratitude. So I like to give gratitude to people who have played one role or the other in the course of my trajectory in life. I remember a guy called Emmanuel Nicholas, otherwise known as White Bom Bom.
Okay.
He's the one that connected me to get to meet Ifremiya. I got to meet Ifremiya, and Ifremiya, fell in love with me.
Join me.
Yes. Go ahead. He needed more than I do. So he fell in love with me, and is the one that provided the link to Mr. Dom Gabriel Emmanuel. And I can recall, I hold this record, and I doubt if there is any journalist in this state that can claim that he beat me to it. I was the only journalist that had an opportunity to interview Mr. Dom Gabriel Emmanuel 3 different times on the build-up to the 2015 election.
Wow!
I kept the count. I could see the number of times he went on media rounds, and I could tell, as he can tell till today, that I had a real privilege of interviewing him on 3 different
Was that
occasions.
because of Ephraim Young?
No, I think because he just fell in love with my kind of interview. After he came the first time, when I beckoned on him to come back, he could come back. But I remember the 3rd time he came, I did what was to him uncommon and rare among journalists or broadcasters. I remember when I went into printing a document that chronicled about 21 reasons why Akwa Ibom people had to vote Mr. Gebelemayel into office. I did about 2,000 copies of that publication, and I presented to him. Immediately we were done on live radio. Alongside that, I did a number of other campaign materials like almanacs, and other things that we needed.
Funds,
with my personal phone. So when I presented these items to him, he sat back and he asked me, "Where are you from?" I told him I'm from Ikono, and he said, "You know what? I've always mistaken journalists to be in the realm, in the mold of." A set of security operatives. I don't want to mention their names. It doesn't look as though I'm stigmatizing them. But I always known to be on the receiving end. Theirs has always been to receive. But I've always thought that journalists are always in the habit, or broadcasters are always in the habit of receiving. How come you are giving me this? I said, well, Your Excellency, it's my modest way of identifying with your campaigns, because I've seen you as someone who should be able to lead Akwa Ibom well. So, and he took notice of me then. So when it wasn't a big surprise for me. Okay, he gave me his words and told me, if I become governor, I won't forget you. That's exactly what he said.
But that's what you wanted, didn't you?
When I did what I did to him, not necessarily. I mean, it's simple to do. What?
You didn't want him to forget you.
No, but who would want to be forgotten? Mighty John, you don't want to be forgotten. I mean, so nobody would want to be forgotten. But I tell you, I didn't do what I did because I anticipated it was going to appoint me. It was going to make me a transition committee chairman.
That was a master stroke.
Yes, it was. It was, and it's part of me. I remember when we were running the bridge. Virtually every guest that would appear on our program will have to go back with go back home with something. So it's been our culture. It's only when we came to Comfort and for the period we were. But I think when we started Comfort, we used to give out free mugs, to people who were guests on our program. So that's how I got to meet Mr. Gebelemayel, and that's how I got to become the chairman of Ikono local government first as transition committee chairman, and then as elected chairman for a total of 4 years and 3 months.
All right. So Itoro Kolomba is still open to politics. You still walk in the political scene, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anything is possible.
And you're planning to launch big with the bridge.
Sure.
Again.
That's my first love.
You'll be able to complement that.
Yes, I've always been a very strong advocate of the fact that politics is not a profession. So when I hear people say I'm a professional politician, I don't know where that comes from. I see politics as a vocation, and so for you to be able to do well in politics and be prepared for the vicissitudes of politics. Which include the fact that sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad. You need to have a first address. You really need to have a first address. So I'm a very strong advocate of the fact that politicians should have a first address. If I didn't have a first, I've been out of office for the last time I served in public service was in 2020. I left office on the 7th of December 2020. So I've been out of office for almost 5 years. 4 years going 5. So if I didn't have a first address, small as it is, it would have been difficult for me to survive.
Were you really, of course, when you lose an election, no one's happy when they lose an election.
Nobody's happy, especially if it's an election that you were condemned to win. If it's an election that you could tell yourself that if politics were to be mathematics, there's nothing that will make you lose.
Do you keep talking about what happened? Do you keep, reflecting?
Absolutely, I do. I keep reflecting on what happened.
You want to tell us?
Well, I'll tell you some bits. I just say that I lost to a concentric circle of conspiracies. There were a lot that came into the mix. Ideally, as I said, on account of what I did, my modest achievements were enough to have catapulted me to victory in 2023. But because sometimes you sit back and you begin to wonder, what do people really want?
It shocked you.
Well, it shocked me. I'm not gonna lie you. What do people really want? But that's how it is, and that's why I say you need to have. I see politics as a game, and typical of any game, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. it is this attitude that has kept me going. Otherwise, maybe by now I would have started, developing some very serious medical issues. But when I got into the race, I saw it as a game. Even if I was super optimistic I was going to win on account of what I felt I had done for my people when I served as chairman of council, I still left a little room for the possibility of failure. And so that's why when it happened, it didn't shock me too deeply. But quite a lot happened. Everybody knows the story of what played out in Econo. I can only talk about some and just leave out some. Well, I look forward to doing a book, and I just pray that God gives me the grace. When I eventually turn 50, I look forward to launching a book, and it will chronicle part of my experiences, and that should happen in a matter of months. So I'll tell more of the story.
I'm thinking of 50 and a book too. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
your 50 is farther for you.
Yeah, it's farther. Yours is closer, obviously. I had that your side is one kind of stubborn place like that. And my side too, be honest.
Yeah, you know. We share the same fate in 2023.
Yeah,
we share the same fate. But yours was more justified than ours.
Because there was a strong man there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But that's what it is.
All right, it is. So, I mean, that's Akwa Ibom. You're here. You're still practicing here. You're still living here. You're still making your money here. What's your major vocation or preoccupation now these days?
Okay, so
how does Itoro make his money these days?
Well,
apart from being a consultant.
Yes, okay, we're consultant. Okay, so I make my money. I leverage from the little that I had done for myself in the past, and I tell people I didn't go into politics as a poor man. I can sit here and tell you that the microphone has been very fair to me.
It paid you well.
Yes, it paid me well. If I say, and I actually started my stint in broadcasting in 2001. I can't forget Elder Namso Morin of blessed memory. He rose through the ranks in the public service to become a permanent secretary before he retired. I remember in 2001 when he floated a program called Village Square, and he brought me on board the program alongside one very handsome guy from Elemin Cross in River State called Osaro Sol Swema. Both of us used to run the program. So that was my first stint on the radio, and I leveraged on that, as I said, up until when I had to float the bridge in 2007. So the microphone has been very fair to me. So before I even got into politics, I had something that I kept for myself. I've leveraged on it, but as we speak, I still do some consultancy services until about a few months ago. We're still on radio. I just decided we'd go on a little hiatus. I intend I will still go back on radio, because when we talk terrestrial, it's the case is even worse with TV than the radio. The radio is still here. I mean, the radio has had a way of leveraging emerging technologies. Now the radio is no longer a blind medium. As we are here, people are seeing us. It's fast becoming
that blind nature was it used to pay off, because people.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it had its pros and cons. People always saw you as a mysterious person. Who was that mystery guy?
They also look forward to eventually getting to know the person.
They know you, and it depends on what you use it for, though.
Absolutely. So
and the radio is reinventing itself. Look at what we're doing here. With what I'm doing.
See where the radio is taking you to.
Look at it.
Only last year, I think you won the best best radio presenter of the year in the entirety of the country. Yeah. And now you're on the verge of going global. I can only wish you well. So we have bits and pieces of things we're doing. I'm into PR. I'm into advertising. So put all of this together, we can't lack food on the table. I still have the ability to feed my 4 kids and my wife, and send the kids to school. But we look forward to making more money. Yeah, and we'll make more money.
How is Akwa Ibom now? Is Akwa Ibom where you projected it would be? In
terms of
10, 20 years ago.
In terms of development?
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell you that not too many people thought that we're going to be able to attain this height, both in terms of growth and in terms of development. But I owe it to the fact that God has always blessed us. We have this seamless, tradition of having governors who succeed one another, and they keep building on the layers, of the foundation laid by the by the predecessors. And that's a beautiful thing about Akwa Ibom. We are blessed, a certain governor can come and have some slight differences with his predecessor, but more often than not, you notice that in the course of time, those differences would wane, and the interest of the state would be activated, so much so that whatever was left undone would have to be completed. Take the story of the airport, for instance. You can imagine when Obong Atta laid the foundation, I doubt if he foresaw the fact that a time will come when Akwa Ibom State would own its own, aircraft. Its own fleet of aircraft, its own airlines. I'm not sure he thought that time will come, but he laid the foundation for the Akwa Ibom Ibom Airport, Ibom A. No, he did the foundation for the international airport, which is now named after him. When Obong Godswill Akpabio came, he leveraged on that which Obong Atta did, and also advanced the course of the MRO and other components of the airport. And then when Mr. Dom Gabriel Emayo came, he took it way out of what we thought was ever possible. Now we have Ibom A, and then the current governor is also being very audacious. He's thinking of establishing an aviation village within that enclave. And the other day I came back from I used the airport, and I came back and noticed that what used to be a small medical facility is on the verge of being transformed into what could go for a general hospital. And so much is happening within that enclave. So that's only a classic example of the fact that we are blessed as a state to have this seamless growth trajectory. If a particular governor comes on board, he does his bit for 8 years, hands over the baton to the successor, and the successor doesn't necessarily have to grandstand and begin to look for vainglory, but leverages on the achievement of their predecessor. And that's the beauty about Akwa Ibom State. That's what has led to these huge quantum leap that we've recorded as a state in terms of development and growth. And things can only get better.
All right then. I heard you talk about who's media mentor is who?
Oh, Akwa Michael Bush. But incidentally, people don't know this. I have never
you never mentioned him.
Yes, I have never really worked under Bush. That's what some people don't know. Yes, I've admired him, from afar for a very long time. He's remained a very big source of inspiration to me. The other person would be the immediate past station manager of Comfort FM.
All right.
Big brother Eddie Ekwenyong is a timeless mentor. Incidentally, that's the only person that you will hear Michael Bush referred to as his mentor. But I dare say he's also my mentor. From afar, I've learned a great deal from him. So one man you can't sit with, and after a particular conversation with him, you don't learn not one, not two. You need to learn far more. Absolutely, by fire, by force. So I've had quite a number of other, mentors. I've always been a newspaper. I wouldn't say that I had a father who was so much fond of the radio, but I remember we used to have a radio set in my house. And oftentimes we always leave it on the news medium, So, and that's why I've grown up to be a news person. For stations that I am in love with, I can't ever miss. For instance, Comfort FM. I can't remember when I'll drive in my car and I don't tune to Comfort FM and I don't follow virtually all of your news bulletins.
Wow.
So it's and if you check in on my vehicles, you hardly would find maybe CDs or other. Apologies to those who are in love with music, but I'm a news person. I listen to news a great deal. I learn from happenings around me, and that's part of what has inspired me.
All right, political mentor.
Yeah, I mentioned Chief Okata Samakpan.
Okay.
He was a great leader. I learned a great deal from him. I also did say that I learned so much from the immediate past governor. He's a politician in a different mold. And unfortunately, part of what ought to have been celebrated about him, seemingly became like some weak points, and that's to the effect that is one politician who gives without making too much noise about the fact that he gives. And it's not a very good. If you ask me the second, I would say it's not a very good omen for the kind of politics we play here, where there are so many people who believe in ingratitude. Where you see, ingratitude work on all fours. So sometimes you notice that maybe his attitude to governance, his attitude to philanthropy, his attitude to altruism wasn't in sync with that which the people actually wanted. People want a situation where you give this sweet to somebody, And on account of experiences of the past, by virtue of what you learn from hindsight, please don't hide the fact that you've given a, this sweet to say, because the person you gave it to would end up, walking out there and telling people that he has never seen a man like Mighty George. You can imagine, I walked into his office and I saw a ball of sweets. He couldn't even give me one. Meanwhile, maybe he took up to 2 in his pocket and all. So, so I've learned a great deal from him, and I also would say that the current governor is doing well. I like his spontaneous approach to reward system. I like the fact that, for instance, the other day, the way he made a certain young man permanent secretary, really got me emotional. Absolutely, it got me emotional. So he's a man who watches what you do, and when the reward comes, you never can tell. And so what he does is a way of dissuading people from eye service. Do your job, whether you're being watched or not. But when the time comes, reward will certainly come. So quite a number of persons who have been very altruistic in their approach to governance have been my mentors. There are quite many
from far and near, yeah?
Yeah, sure, from far and near.
All right, then. Some people say that that spontaneity of the governor sometimes catches them off guard. People who walk with him until they decided they came to terms with the fact that this is him. That's him, right?
That's him. Yes.
It's not like he had to learn, imbibe this kind of style.
Absolutely. It's just like the virtue of humility. So many people were stunned when the governor, for instance, actually got into the mainstream of the public arena, so to speak. Maybe when he was commissioner, not too many people got to meet him. When he was chairman of the agri committee, when he was of the hotel and tourism board, not too many people got to meet him. But when he became the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, so many people were stunned as to the fact that a man would get to that height, and he sees young people and be addressing them as sir. He wants to talk to you, sir, please, and he will be shaking you with both hands. So, and just like you said, this is not a trait that came out of a pretentious approach to wanting to woo the people to woo the people's goodwill. It's something that's been in him. Do you understand? So, and those are virtues that people, someone like the governor has been able to acquire over the years, and it's difficult for him to begin to act to the contrary. And that's the beauty of being real. That's the beauty of being you. Do you understand? So no office changes you unnecessarily. You continue to be yourself and all of that. So humility, spontaneity, people-centric approach to governance, these are some of the things that really endeared me to the current governor.
All right, and he calls himself a barracks. He's a barracks boy, huh?
Yeah, sure. Because anybody cares to listen, he grew up in the barracks, and so some of his childhood experiences have shaped his approach to life even as an adult.
But I don't know if you would answer this straight up, but do you think he has made any sort of mistakes so far?
Oh, who wouldn't make mistakes? Who is that man that has never made mistakes? It's not my place to name his mistakes. I'm not a spokesperson for government that I would be seen to be defending the governor and subtly condemning some of the things he hasn't done right. But it's not my place to say these are the mistakes the governor has made. But I can tell you, and even the governor would admit it, if you have an opportunity to interview, and I pray you should be able to grace this show before it ends. I'm sure you should have an opportunity to ask him if he has made mistakes. But I answer that question because I know that as long as you're human, you cannot, be devoid of mistakes. No human being is absolutely devoid of frailties. We make mistakes, we correct them. The governor is human, and I'm sure even as a person, whenever he takes stock of who he has been to Akwa Ibom in the last almost 2 years, he can come to terms with some of those things he wish he did them differently, and it is in his place to be able to to take them up.
All right then. Let's delve deeper into politics and his style, deeper into his style as well. The whole unifier tag and all of that. At first, you would think that might actually upset, his party, but they seem to have now love him for that, and they are following, going along with him. Or I don't know if there are subtle grumbles here and there, but the unifier stance has gone the zenith now. That is even unifying with the federal government.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Mighty George, it has. It has, Mighty George.
I mean, it's unprecedented, though.
It is, absolutely. You know, because politics comes with its norms, with its traditions, with its trends. And politics is always local. You know, politics is local in nature.
Local,
so the way it's played here is such that if somebody becomes, takes up a position, an elective position on the platform of a particular political party, the notion, the idea has always been that the person has almost always have got to have the interests of his party at heart, and exclusively so. Do you understand? So much so that those of other political parties are seemingly seen as enemies. They don't get close. They don't get close to governance. In fact, they will tell you, wait. If anybody who wants to join the party in government, oftentimes will be told to wait till the very twilight, you know, of that administration, by which time the perks and the benefits of office would have gone round to members of the party that voted the governor in. And if you ask me, there was some sense in it, because it was a way of making people benefit from what they worked for. Do you understand? So much so that they will say, but the governor came and he changed the narrative pretty early enough in his administration. He flung the doors open for anybody who was willing to return to the party, who left the party for one reason or the other, and was willing to return to the party to do so. That wasn't usually the case. You know, so, and as you say, he has seemingly taken it to its zenith, and made pronouncements that have unsettled some people. But we watch and see where it all takes us to. But every governor, every leader comes with their unique style. This is the governor's style, and he knows the gains that have accrued as a result of this style. But if you ask me, prominent among those gains would be the fact that there is peace in the state, and so many people will celebrate that, even though the core politicians will still, you know, have some reservations. But the governor knows what he wants. The important thing is that you have an ambience, you have an opportunity to have an environment that's peaceful enough for you to be able to, you know, to govern the state and translate your dreams for the people of the state into tangible realities.
All right.
If that's what we get at the end of all these, you know, concessions and positive compromises, so be it.
All right. What if do your people in Econo, would they accept you again if you throw your hat in the ring again?
We wait until that decision.
Well, let's talk about something. You learned some lessons.
I did. I learned some lessons.
So if you go again this period,
yes,
you know, would you use those lessons and think that would you think that they would accept you? Or you would win an election in Econo?
It's possible for me to win an election into the future. I mean, why shouldn't I? I still take you back to the fact that maybe this is selfish. Maybe this is because it's coming from me. I'm Itoro Columba. I'm only trying to market myself. But if you ask me, I can thump my chest and tell anybody who cared to listen that I did not waste the 4 years that I had to serve Econo people. I have tangible evidence to show that I served them well. And if that should be the basis for sending somebody to go to another position to represent the people, why not? So I'm optimistic. You know, should I decide in the future, remote or immediate, to throw my heart into the ring, I'm optimistic. You know, that coupled with the fact that I would have also translated the lessons I've learned from the 2023 experience into a positive adjustment. I'm optimistic that I can't suffer loss twice. I'm very optimistic.
All right. We have been speaking with Honorable Itoro Columba, the media communicator, the of course the politician, the leader, the consultant. All right. So join me in this conversation, of course, as we always do. 0906 008 951. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mighty George.
It's still morning. The day is so slow.
Good morning, Mr. Columba.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, please, this is 18, I'm calling from you. Please, before I go into today's asking Mr. Columba a question, please, Mighty George, permit me to go back to yesterday. You had a conversation and an interview with a communication expert. I tried to call that yesterday. I couldn't. Sorry, permit me to say one of the things concerning that. Sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
Please, in our time, we were preparing to write our WAEC in those days. One of our teachers said, listen to radio, like BBC. We were advised to listen to BBC while we were preparing so that we know how to pronounce some words correctly. I learned a lot personally. I learned a lot during that time. But in today's, you have it to look there. You yourself, you are pretty good in communication. And some other broadcasters, they are pretty good. But to my surprise, some of these words that have been pronounced by some of your colleagues, even your immediate colleague in the studio there, this word, BUT, I don't know how it is being pronounced these days. This one, our children, don't they have something to learn on radio anymore? That's one. Please permit me if I'm not correct. Please correct me. How is this word BUT pronounced? That's one. Two, please, Mr. Kolumba, congratulations, because I actually know that I remember very well that you did not really, lose the election. So the power that be at that time and the interest superseded everything that, everybody knew that you did not lose the election. It was because of the peculiarity at that time. Thank you so much. Mr. Matthew, congratulations, you are almost there. We are proud of you. Personally, I'm proud of you. A lot of people are proud of you. Nigeria, we are proud of you.
Thank you.
We are praying that God should grant you this journey for the remaining hours for you to arrive safely. We are praying for you, and I congratulate you for this feat. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. I don't know. We had an English masterclass teacher yesterday.
Okay.
So I think that's what elicited that. Yeah. All right. Who's here? Columba is here. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Okay. All right. It looks like we're going to have a packed house today, though.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear
some visitors.
I hear some people are coming. Okay. And my man Godwin Akpan is around as well. Godwin, how you doing?
Right up, brother.
Yeah. All right. When I send Honorable Columba, off, I would bring you in. All right. Hello. I didn't know all the interviews I can get now, so they just start running. So the day goes. Hello. All right. What's on WhatsApp? Good morning, Mr. Ettore Columba. Ephraim Young from Econo, your people. Econo politics has gone beyond the selection or handpicking of anointed candidate for offices. Given to you, but not serving the people well. Wow. Okay. I was asking if your people, and he says he never saw. Were you supposed to? Did you construct any road? Okay, just read this. It's for you.
Okay. So then from you, I think it's making reference to the 21.5 kilometer Edenian quote Nongokam Road. The fact that it was touted on paper to have been completed, whereas it wasn't. This was one of my low points. I can't remember when I talked about this road having been completed when it wasn't. Incidentally, if there is any road that I was very passionate for, I remember when I was transition committee chairman in 2016, and the current state legal advisor of the People's Democratic Party, who served as my secretary and councillors at that time, he later became chapter chairman of the PDP, can attest to this. On about 2 occasions, I remember when the then commissioner for works had to detail, staffers of the Ministry of Works to go with us to go scope the road. If it was a road I hadn't any interest in, I wouldn't have been that pushful to the extent of causing the commissioner to send some men to go scope the road. But you see, every project has a time that it has got to be done. This project started way back during the Gospel Akpabio era. Mr. Dom Gabriel Imayo came on board, awarded the contract. The contractor didn't do well. I remember when we went as stakeholders of Econa and we assessed what the contractor did, and we came up with a consensus opinion that the contractor didn't have the technical wherewithal to do the road.
Wow.
And we communicated that in government. But incidentally, there were a number of notions about the fact that, some people collected money on the road. Mighty George, I tell you the truth, there are some places where you see people play up certain things out of proportion. It is a norm. I tell you, I can sit on live radio and I tell you this. It is a norm everywhere. Where a contractor goes to do a road, there are people who facilitate the contractor. There are some people who are like stakeholders in a place. And these are people who coordinate certain interface, certain CDS, corporate social responsibility interface between the contracting firm and the community. And that wasn't a novelty. What happened in Ikono wasn't a novelty, but it was played out of proportion. But I remember at the time we boldly said, on account of what we saw on ground, that this contractor didn't have the technical know-how to do the road. I'm happy that our position was finally vindicated when the governor eventually, determined that road and gave it to Hensec Integrated Services Limited. And work is ongoing. I never at any time, my brother, yes, Ephraim Young, I can see your name. I never at any time said that road was done when it wasn't done. That's not part of what drives me in governance. That's not me. It couldn't have, come from me. I think there was. There was an mix-up. There was an earlier message you even dropped, before this one.
Okay. Okay.
That's what it is. So,
okay.
Ephraim, I'd like to tell you, I wasn't in the picture of anybody who said that road was completed when it wasn't completed. So please get that right. Thank you.
All right. I mean, if it was completed, it would have shown that it was completed.
It would have been. I mean, everybody would have seen it was completed.
All right. Bongoten and guests in the studio, Honorable Itoro Koloba. You guys are doing a fantastic analysis. It's so impactful. I guess it's 4 hours gone now. Everyone's just counting down. More strength to your side. Lastly, congratulations to you in advance, Rima Basi. Good morning, Honorable Itoro. Please, what do you think about the current state of local government autonomy in Ikono? Is he asking you maybe, what do you think about the local government chairman?
Well, I wouldn't want to speak on that. But if you ask me about autonomy, there was this wrong impression people had. When I was chairman of council, I was also the public secretary of Argon. And I remember there was a time, I remember there was a time we used to, talk about autonomy. And I was very realistic. That's in my nature. I've always been a realist. And I said, autonomy or no autonomy did not lie on the local government chairman. No matter how much noise you made, it wasn't in the place of chairman of councils to decide whether they get autonomy or not. And that's why we should celebrate the fact that, there was this novelty from the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration that decided to test the constitution by going to the Supreme Court. And they went to the Supreme Court and they have gotten us where we are now. So financial autonomy is a welcome idea. But what I said back then, and I can still say it, and I think I've been vindicated over time, is that as local government chairman, no matter how much noise you make, that wasn't strong enough to change the narrative. It wasn't in the place of chairman to decide whether they get autonomy or not. It had to do with the law. It has to do with the constitution. And so we should celebrate the novelty, the beautiful idea that Mr. President had when he had to use the Attorney General of the Federation to go to the Supreme Court to seek interpretation of for certain sections of the constitution. And it has taken us to where local government councils now have, much more money than what some of us saw when we were in council.
Lucky them, right?
Yeah, lucky them.
And one of them is just stepped in. The chairman of Ibionibam Local Government Council is waiting to swing in.
Yeah.
But
your own chairman.
Yeah, my chairman.
My in-law.
Your in-law, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're my in-law.
Oh, okay.
So I'm praying for you to win.
Thank you. No, it's done now. It's done.
It's almost done.
Yes, certainly done.
Absolutely.
All right, Honorable Itoro Kolumba, thank you very much for coming around.
Thank you. I wish you well. We can't wait for the 100-hour mark, to come. So
that's
going to
be 4 a.m.
4 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. So the party starts by 11.
Okay.
11:10 here. So
I wish you well, mighty George.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll celebrate this together.
All right then.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, let's quickly say hello to. Let me say hello to Godwin Akpan. He was here yesterday to just cheer me up. The next thing he disappeared. Big man, you went to tour Europe. If I had known this guy, he just came back from Europe. Colomba. This guy was abroad though. Where the pounds now? Come closer. Ladies and gentlemen, for the love
of this great nation.
Let's do some 5 minutes now.
That's right, bro.
How you doing, man?
I'm fine, bro, man. Of course, in Istanbul, I saw the advert going everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Mighty George, my friend, my bosom friend. I mean, a lot of people do not know.
They don't know that you're the first friend I had.
So when I saw that, I said, no, I have to be here.
Yeah.
I have to be here to ensure I lend my voice. I support my very own. I support my brother. This is a reality.
It is.
George, I'm very happy that I'm here today. I'm very happy that I'm part of this history. I'm very happy that I'm part of this success, because it's a success already.
Yeah, it is.
When I keep telling people out there that, look, Mighty George, when you are seeing blowing everywhere today, we started from somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember those days when I was in Punch newspaper, Prila FM, the likes of Overdue.
We used to work at one place. That place. See the new Brilla people. Where would they give work?
Don't be this.
That one is like how many generations after?
Several generations.
Now we be the real Brilla back then.
So George, seeing you do this, I mean, it's a honor to us. Your friends, I mean, your real friends. It's a honor to us. We are proud of you. That is why, I mean, posterity will not have mercy on us should we stay behind doors and allow you to go through this journey and come back. We will not be proud of ourselves. That's why I'm here to say, Mighty George,
thank you
have
very
my support.
Thank you very much.
You have my endorsement to this, and of course the world.
Where's the dollar?
Come on, of course.
Where's the dollar from Turkey? Wait, did you watch Osimhen? Did you go?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we had a brief talk, though it was confidential.
Yeah.
It's not otherwise.
But what took you to Turkey?
Yeah,
you have business, right?
Business tour. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's business.
Yeah, straight up. You should know that.
Are you bringing some investment?
Most definitely, but it's not something we let out of.
Yeah, we don't talk about here. But I mean, Godwin, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for coming. And just very quickly, let me find out what happened to For the Love. You started your podcast, right?
That's right.
Is it still on?
Yeah, For the Love. That's Flaunt Vibes.
Okay, you started. This is For the Love of Nigeria, For the Love. And then after For the Love, what did you do? Yeah, For the Love is still there. That's the mother company. Okay. Of course, Flaunt Vibes is a subsidiary. Okay. Of For the Love of Nigeria. Okay. Of course, we are still powering on. All right now. Still powering on. So you go employ me now. Guinness World Record holder. My money don't go up. Now only my chairman I could just deal with, because he helped very well. Help me thank distinguished Senator Effiong Bob. Oh, interesting. Great man. Absolutely. I mean, you've always been blessed with good bosses. I still remember Larry Zamoje. And he loved me so much. That is exactly what I'm remembering. Maybe probably you don't remember that. That's why I want to bring your mind back to that, because I remember he will always be in the studio to encourage the young boys. Yeah. To say, do this. And of course, if young Bob is doing same. Yeah. And I think bravo to him. Yeah. And of course, if we can have people like this around, encouraging young entrepreneurs, encouraging young boys, young talent, I think we'll have a better place for us in our society. No, that would be great. That would be great. If you can, just swing by around 10, 11. Okay. Yeah. That's tomorrow? No, today. No. Today. No, just there. If I like, I go finish that 100 hours. But I mean, I think I need to finish it by the party starts. But I have to tell you, Seaman has a special likeness for you. I don't know, maybe. And I'm sure he wasn't just saying that to make you happy or to make me feel happy. Okay. Because he doesn't know I'm your friend. Ah, really? That's surprising, but he spoke so well of some of the things you were doing. When I mentioned your name in passing, he said, my friend is my friend. And he had some kind words for you. Okay. And they are doing well. I'm sure he would reach out this period when he sees the thing trending. He will say, Baba, Alpha. Most definitely. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Man. All right then. Godwin Akpan, much respect, AKA For the Love. All right, I hear my chairman is around. I hear some students are around. Let's have those students quickly come inside and let's talk to them. All right, 11:25. It's Wednesday, the 30th of April 2025. It looks like it doesn't look like April is ending on a good note. All right, if you are a positive person, if you're a lover of good things, just tap into what's going on at Comfort 95.1 FM. Tap into what's going on right here in Akwa Ibom State. Except say, like better to you feel do what you do, but just tap in, and just just celebrate this like it's your own. And when you celebrate it like it's your own, the blessings will definitely come to you. Okay, it's a full house, so I thought you said some, kids were coming around. Okay, you guys have to come one by one now. Who's the leader of delegation? You are, right? Yeah, sit down. All right, put the headphone on now. Okay. Welcome. Okay. All right, while they're trying to settle in, and this one is mic shy, I thought she would start talking right now. Your mic is on. Yeah. Talk now.
Hello, everyone.
Nice. You have a nice radio voice.
Thank you.
So you are students of
Marylebone Academy.
Oh, Marylebone Academy.
Yes, sir.
All right. So why are you here?
Right. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
My name is Shekinah Nsidiba Bassi of Marylebone Academy, and we, the Marylebone Academy press team, are here in solidarity with Mr. Mighty George
Wow.
in his attempt to break the world record for the longest held talk show marathons.
On radio.
What a rush.
What a rush.
What a rush.
Wow.
All
Okay,
right.
so what do you know about this attempt?
From what I've heard,
Yeah.
it's going on for a couple of days, and you are going to be attempting to hold this for as long as you can.
I'm actually on the last day now.
Yes.
Okay.
How is it going so far?
This chair has suffered. But so far, I mean, it's close to the finish line.
Okay.
That's
great.
The timer is over there. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
How many hours there? They always ask me not to look at it. So, how many hours?
Should I say?
I'll look at it. 83 and a half hours. All right, so almost 84 hours.
Almost 84 hours.
So I've been on this chair for 4 days. No sleep. You can get like 5 minutes for every hour. Then you can accumulate it. So for every hour. So that means if you do 12 hours, you have. If you do 12 hours, you have how many minutes? 30 minutes, yeah. No. If you do 12 hours, you have 1 hour. Yeah. So sometimes I do 6 hours and have 30 minutes. And you know what you can do? You can't do anything with 30 minutes. So before you know, you want to sleep, you come back, and then you remember the rules. The rules are that you have to keep talking.
Of course.
You must not have a dead air for like 10 seconds. There must be conversations with people. So that's the thing. It's good that I'm talking with people. So if not, it was just me talking. It would have. But it's great. If you want to ask me why I did it, I think I'm actually celebrating 20 years. How many of you are up to 20 years? None. Okay, so I'm celebrating 2 decades on radio.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just thought about how to celebrate and how to market, and and by so doing, they want to be selfish. Yes, I know it's an individual attempt. So when you go to Guinness records, there are a list of world records for you to break. So I had to look for the one that had to do with radio. And I didn't want to drag anyone into it because there was one that said longest talk show by a group. At that time, I didn't know who I was going to ask. Come and join me for this. But I was always wanted to, break a world record. So I checked this one, and it was 88 hours. So that means in the next 4 hours, I'm going to break that 105 hours. And I said, okay, let's do it. So when I even told someone I was doing 100 hours, he said, are you crazy? You can't even do it. Do you know what it means? Like 4 days. So, but here we are. We're almost there. So the feeling, I know I'm already feeling good, but I know that once I reach the finish line, it'll be good. Hopefully I get the certificate. I'm sure I will. And it'll be something to remember. A Guinness World Record certificate is like, what now? It's a passport to anywhere. You're like a global citizen. So I'm not saying you guys go get Guinness World Records, but just try and think outside the box. Try and be global. Don't settle for less. Don't go name. Don't say, okay, I'm just here. I mean, you can be in Akwa Ibom State and still be relevant and be known the world over. Why are you in your relevant field if you don't want to be the best at it? So any field that you are in, try and be the best at it. And well, I think I'm trying. Definitely. So thank you for coming around. Do you guys bring gifts? You didn't know that my behind will be hotting. You didn't bring water or cake, but it's good anyway. Let's take a picture.
Congratulations, sir. That is what I can tell you.
Yeah. Come. Quick one. May I stay in the middle? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I need to keep talking. Yeah. I need to keep talking. Yeah, so I am talking this way.
Okay.
Some Maryland Academy came to see me. We'll take it that way. All right, it's still Comfort 95.1 FM. It's a lovely Wednesday. We have an interview coming up very shortly. Just take it in there. Okay. Very soon, the chairman of Ibionibom local government area will be here to talk to us. Take the picture quick. All right, so take the picture. Are we good? All right then. See you. Bye. Commissioner. All right. Okay, so let's go. Come on. All right. Yeah. So that's done. Who's next? Come on. Is the chairman coming in? Who? Okay. Oh. It looks like we have the Honorable Commissioner for Economic Budget and Planning. Is none other than my very good friend, my boss. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, still the record radio rush, and we are graced with, of course, the presence of the Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, of course, Akwa Ibom State, Sir Linus Nkan. Let's say Chief Doctor. Yes, Linus Nkan, PhD. Which one do you like? Some people would prefer a doctor in front or PhD behind.
I prefer doctor.
Dr. Linus Nkan. You're welcome, sir.
Okay.
So, how do you feel being here?
Judge, I feel real good. Real good.
Yeah, I feel good seeing you too.
Thank you.
The last time I think the last time I interviewed you was at Obong Victor Ata's house. some time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not one. You don't like coming to for interviews. I mean, you just walk in. You walk in silence. But it's good to see you. Thank you very much, sir, for coming around. This is encouragement.
Yeah, that's exactly what I came to do today. I just needed to come and encourage you. I understand clearly that you're on a mission. You're taking a bold step to being the book Guinness Book of History,
Yes.
Guinness Book of Records. Yeah, for what you know how to do very well, and we're happy. So far, so good since you've started. I thank God for the energy that He has given to you since you've started, and you've gone this far. I just came in from an official trip. I said, let me just come and see you while you are taking this initiative, this great task that you have given to yourself to create a mark, because this is opportunity that just want to create a mark on the sign of time and showing the world that Akwa Ibom people have great people. Akwa Ibom people can do what other people can as well do.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
we are very happy with you, and my coming here is just to encourage you. That,
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate what you are doing,
Thank
and I
you.
pray God to help you to learn very well. We pray for success. I pray
Thank
that
you,
at the
sir.
end of the day, you
Amen.
achieved your goal and objective that you set out to achieve for these missions. That's really why I'm here.
All right, thank you
Thank you
very
so
much,
much,
sir.
sir.
And as I said earlier, it's very encouraging. And of course, Honorable Commissioner sent some support earlier. You see, in fact, if you want to drink water any time of this in the day, just there's water supplied by Honorable Commissioner. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
sir.
for the
Thank
support,
you so much.
and you're known to support, young men and women. I remember the last time I was at your house at a birthday, you decided that you don't want to celebrate the birthday. Instead, you wanted to give scholarships on that day, and you invited a school and used the money you should have used to celebrate to give them. It was like bursary, So that's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
This is
sir.
the making of history. Yeah, and I actually wanted to be part of, to witness in person how this history is made, not just to read about it.
Yes,
You
yes.
understand? So I thank God to be here.
Thank
to
God, sir.
witness you making this history.
Thank you.
Just thank you. We really appreciate you so much. We will celebrate you as an Akwa Ibom son.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay. I hope we took the pictures, huh? All right, then. All right, guys. Yes, the clock is ticking, and so things are making a lot of sense. Yes, now we can have my chairman. Please let my chairman come in. Yes, the one and only, the sponsor of I Ride, the working local government chairman. Of course, the very right honorable Swakak Umor is came to say hello, and as always, I know he has one or two things to say as well. It's here.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I'm fine.
welcome, sir.
Well done.
Yeah, we're here. How does it feel? See your brother.
We have done so much. We have done so much. We are praying for you.
Thank you.
We are praying for you. And I believe you continue to make us proud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we're here so we could talk a bit. I mean, I need us to talk about you. I want to thank you always for your support. You have supported Comfort FM, and you keep doing it. Let me ask you, at least I have had the pleasure of talking to you even before you became chairman. I've been there with you, celebrating you when you became chairman as well. It looks like you are one of those chairmen that is always making the news. You know, you're always in the news doing something, giving people this, giving people that. It looks like you've quickly settled in and know your role as a local government chairman. If you had to write a thesis now on a local government chairman and administration of the local government, you might be one of the front runners, right?
I believe so.
You believe so? How did you quickly settle in to understand what your people need?
Okay, first, let me congratulate you, Mighty George, for
Thank you.
what you have done so far. And I don't have any doubt, because you have done this before. It would not be this Guinness Book of Record, but you have done what we are always proud to have you as a son and indigenous of Ibionibo. So once again, congratulations. So far, I'm told that you have done more than 50%.
Yeah, around 84 hours now.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You see, coming to power or leadership is something an individual should prepare. I like telling my people that I prepared before I come into power. Remember that I've been a worldwide president of Ibionibo students when I was in the University of Oyo, and I was #1 student in Ibionibo local government area, and thereafter I became the councillor representing the good people of Ward 5. And by the special grace of God, I ended and I resumed as a council secretary. I was appointed as a council secretary. There I resigned to contest election to become the local government chairman, where I am today. So in experience, like I believe the philosophy that says experience is the best teacher, I believe that so much.
Experience is the best teacher.
Is the best. The best.
You have had layers of experience.
Yeah, so coming as a local government chairman, I took my time to document my blueprint, not just writing them as a theory, but I went around across Ibiono to make sure I see those problems by myself and with my team, and I document all of them. So with the financial leverage His Excellency Pastor Moeno has given to us, that has never happened in Akwa Ibom State. That's why you see development across the 31 local governments, and backing by the executive chairman of those various local government areas. So, and that is in Ibiono. We are not standing behind. We are trying our best to make sure I fulfill my campaign promise and my blueprint that I presented to my people. Remember, they call the TLC call for, that was headed by the paramount ruler of Ibiono, the Ibomi Ibiono, call for manifesto.
That's right.
Which I presented, and by the special grace of God, I think I was the smallest and I was the best. And according to them, they said they knew that I will actually become the chairman after my presentation. So, but it's not all about presenting, it's about doing the practical aspect, translating what you present to people to what people can see and touch.
That's true.
And I believe in that action. I don't really believe in theory. So we started October 2004. And we enter office after swearing in. Have to start that immediately, because one thing that I also believe is conceiving what you can do. You have to conceive before you put to bed.
Before you put it.
So knowing that money is coming, and I've already conceived my blueprints, I need to start doing them, because at that time you have the financial power that you can tell somebody, do this, do this, do this. Assuming the amount that is coming, you walk toward the range. And that I started my 100 days in office, and people didn't know. People was waiting for their phase allocation while my project was already gone far. I called the people who supply cements, supply iron, supply many things. I said, this is the quantity of what I'm looking for to finish my project. That is the a traditional rulers complex, which I start from the scratch to the end.
Yeah, I'm aware of
very
that.
Beautiful. It's not something. The design alone tells you what we are in for. So I started tell the people, give me this, and when money come, we pay you, and that is what we did. So in 100 days, we were able to commission that complex for the TRC, and we were also able to commission the tar road 0.45 kilometers of road. Road, the access road to that TRC. We are also able to commission the canteen for the TRC. Very fantastic place, and you need to go there so that you have an eye view of the environment, because even the landscape, we have done very wonderful thing in that place compared to how that place used to do.
Wow.
And that place
you came ready.
Yes, the place is like an heritage center for Ibionibon people, and that place was established by the colonial government, then the whites. So they like this terrain that look like hills.
Yeah.
So they discovered that place, and we started the local government council in that place. And then after we moved to Akoita, so if you're able to maintain that place as an heritage center. So coming up, I need to see how I can also bring things like that, knowing too well that the tourism center can also attract an impact and development in the local government. So I cited that place as a tourism center, not only the heritage center in Ibiono. We have done wonderful things in Ibiono through the special grace of God and the magnanimity of His Excellency Pastor Mobasino, giving us the financial leverage. So we dwell on that. In farming, we have done 5 hectares of rice. The harvest is ongoing.
Now.
Yesterday, on Monday in office, the committee chairman came to me and said that processed by now they have 10 bags of rice, 50 kg, that's still processing. So we finished, we enter rural electrification, which won't have to happen in your village. In your village.
In my village. Okay.
So you can put call across. So that
no problem.
That,
I will confirm that.
We bought transformers, we repaired transformers and the lines, about 16 villages who did not have light for more than 3 good years. So we restored light for them, and you can imagine the celebration the day they reconnected the light. It wasn't an easy.
That's
you see somebody
a carnival
on the floor. I'm telling you the truth. We on light for them. We have done certain things. We saw school uniform, sandals, 550 sandals, 550 school uniform for 4 primary school pupils. And we did that primary school in Golsen, primary school in Sendon, primary school in San, and primary school at Taibiaku. And this 1st October, 27 May coming up, we still have another packages for education sector. So we came prepared. We are still doing renovation. Things are going on. If you go to the council today, the hall, the legislative chamber, even my personal office, renovations are going on.
Wow.
We are not sleeping. We are taking time to plan. We have given scholarship to students that God gave me the grace as a 2024. I bought jam form for them.
For them, right?
Out of 10 that I bought jam form for, and 3 have the cutoff point, and they had admission into University of Uyo and other institutions.
Well, so that's very nice.
I said, if I did that when I was a council secretary, and you came out of 10, I think I need to encourage you.
Now that you are chairman.
In order to motivate others to also prepare effectively. So I paid their fees, and I also award them scholarship from year 1 till they finish.
Wow, you certainly don't.
A year, a section, I give each of them 150,000, and I realized that school fees is about 80-something thousand a section, but I give them 150 so that they could have leverage. That's what I've done, and I still have more to do. We have been doing recently. We have on my birthday, that was 23 of April this month. That was when I was 34 years, and my team and I went to hospitals in Ibiono, like 4 hospitals that they have. We intended to go around all the hospitals, but some of them did not have patients. So we
went to some of them.
Yes, we went to some of them, like Handmaid Hospital, and St. Teresa did not have patient at Sebat.
We say, St. Teresa, no patient.
They did not. There was no patient. So we went to Palma Memorial Hospital in my community, where they have up to 14 patients, and we spent close to 2 million naira paying all the bill. When you say this one is 300, we pay all. This one is 200, we pay all. Then we went to
verified.
Yes, we verified. I sent my team a day before that 23.
Okay.
To make sure they did findings with the doctor and their records. So they did well. You know me, I'm very strict. Very strict. You know, I'm a guy. A guy don't buy a guy. Yes.
So big guy.
We went to a Duwen clinic that owns by former medical superintendent, Dr. Inyang.
Okay.
At Ntanekere. So we saw more than 10, and majority of them were doing operation that cost 300,000, 250,000. We paid everything. So you can imagine the psychology behind their illness. Their health. Somebody who was thinking while on bed how to pay the hospital bill, but suddenly somebody just came and cleared the bill. So you can imagine how they will feel, and the quick recovery they may have. So they were so happy.
Well, what would you say was largely, yes, your background, you've done politics in school, all of that. But what would you say is the factor that got you this ready for service?
Yes, I come from a very low background. I may not like to use poor. So I grew up in the community, village, where I attended local primary school, community, and local community secondary school as well. So I spent the entire of my life almost in the village. I understand the problem and the need of the people. Like I keep telling the people that we may not have the capacity and capability to solve the entire problem, but that doesn't take away the fact that we don't understand the problem. So I grew up there. I know what the people are facing. I go to stream. I took my bath there, go to primary school, go to secondary school. I walk barefooted till I finished my primary school. And when was that? It's not that it happened 1880 something. I finished primary school 2000.
That's about some 20
years ago, 24 years ago, 25 years. So I entered secondary school 2021. And I finished 2026.
So you knew already.
So I understand, but things were so difficult. My father was a palm wine tapper.
Wow.
So it was so difficult. Then they were paying school fees in secondary school, not now that the states have declared free and compulsory education. Then to pay 800 for your students in secondary school was so difficult. So, but my father have to tap and wine and be paying that for me. So I put my effort to make sure I finish and also live in having a very good character and home training. Coming out to have opportunity to serve my people in political terrain, I must also remember where I come from first, and also look forward to solve the problem that I've encountered while growing. So that gave me the impetus, the preparation to do what I'm doing for my people.
That's highly commendable. Not because I knew you before you came chairman, or you are my local government chairman. It's very, very commendable. Now, local government autonomy, local government funding, and all of these things. While the court is there saying, "Oh, give them their money," local government chairmen seem to be quite okay. It looks like whatever arrangement is going on now is fine for you.
I don't know.
Is that what we can say?
I don't know the arrangement you have said.
I don't know.
I've said it already that the governor have given us financial leverage.
So what does that mean?
Never happened before in the history of the local government in the state. That's why. So you see the proven
you are taking the money yourself.
You see the proven indices that the local government chairman, especially in this administration, they are doing projects. There is no local government council you will go today, you will not see project by the local government.
So you have financial leverage.
Is a strong proof that the governor have done so well for us, and we are very proud of him, and we prayed for him to continue that way, so that the development would take himself He's serving as a role model to all of us, making sure development take part in all part of the state. So, to me, he's a role model. So we have no reason not to perform. To me, yeah, we have no reason. Just that we are facing the direct people. We are facing people from the community direct, that when you open your office, they don't need to pay transport. And some of them,
they don't do it already.
That day, you just them on Monday. What happened in my office? I left office most of the time by 7 o'clock. I mean 7 p.m. Most of the time. This last Monday, I left 7 p.m. People, and you have to see them. You may not be able to solve their entire problem, but you have to allow them to shake your hand, to talk to you, tell them why you cannot do it, tell them the one you will do it. So it's sometimes very stressful, but it's something you have prepared, that you have to serve, a sacrifice. But people see it as a way of making money, because maybe they have bad experience previously. So, but I'm telling you, when you prepare and you know what you want to do, it is not that easy, because you have to pay the price.
You have to pay the price. The former transition chairman and of course chairman of Econo, Itoro Kolomba, when he said something, he said, you see the thing that that you people are now the one that are enjoying, in quotes, that is very happy for this set of people, that this is when it is sweet
and
to be chairman.
We can only attribute that to the governor.
The governor.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so you're looking forward to a lot more projects. I know you.
Yeah. It's a lot. I have a lot in my blueprints.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Blueprints.
After your tenure. I know it's still far, but
okay.
When you leave office, what would you want to be remembered for?
Well,
the best performing?
Not really the best. Even in exams, I'm doing my PhD now. So I keep saying that aside. That is by the way. When I'm writing exams, I don't want to have A. I don't also want to have the last grade. I'm an average student that even my head of department didn't confirm it. My friends confirm it. I can't fail, but I cannot easily also have A. So I'm not doing to become #1 chairman or the best performer. No, that is not my aim. I don't even have that in my mind. But I'm looking forward to see how we can put a good record. A good record, one, to protect my youths, my contemporaries, so that this, what they say, that we are the leaders of tomorrow, we can actually be the leaders of today. So that next time, even after my office, the elders, the stakeholders, the groups, the people of Ibiona will still see the need to send somebody who is even younger than me to mount that office. So I'm trying to protect them, also to protect my name as a person, protect my name, very important, my family. Because you see this thing people take for granted when you are taking an oath of office, that they give you Bible, you swear, you said so many things, and you later deviate from what you promise your people that you will do. It is not very fair to me as an individual. That is, I believe so, because I'm an ethical man. I'm a local man. I believe on those things. I believe on the nature. So what I believe, that before I leave my office, I need to leave that office with a good name. I need to leave that office with a good impact that will give another youth opportunity to serve. I need to also not to let the people who supported me, especially the governor of the state, to be disappointed. Never. I look forward to make him proud and to make my people proud. That is the vow I've given to myself and my people. So I'm not taking any opportunity for granted. Right from when I was a councillor, go and find out I was, according to them, the best. I did well for my people. I did well. I used to come here and present my program. People used to call and say, wow, are you still a councillor? But I was still doing fine. As a secretary, I did well. Then my wife used to go for sensitization, giving people many things, rappers and things. So I don't misuse my opportunity. It's just that it's difficult to satisfy the entire people.
it
But we
is.
must also try to make sure the people on ground, the streets, are happy.
All right then. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Honorable Straka, you just hold on. Let me take the news. It's 12 o'clock, and here's the Comfort FM news at 12. Chairman, State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Dr. Anite Tuk, has charged supervisors for education in the 31 local government areas of the state to be collaborative in the discharge of their duties. Speaking at the inaugural meeting with them at the SUBEB headquarters, the chairman said the gathering was to keep the supervisors abreast of their responsibilities at the grassroots. He therefore charged them to liaise with the education secretaries and quality assurance officers in their domains to improve on the negative things they came to meet at assumption of offices. He called on them to call their various council chairmen for support and embark on advocacy programs in churches, town halls, as well as engage the services of town criers while school is in session and during holidays. Monitor and work in synergy with the board through the education secretaries while delivering their duties. Earlier, the permanent secretary of the board, Dr. Rosalind Anthony, underscored the importance of education and the Arise Agenda blueprint of the state government and thanked the governor for paying serious attention to the education of Akwa Ibom children, which she noted has received a remarkable impact. Also, Dean of Supervisors of Education, Uwe Nkeruwem, spoke of the enlightenment essence of the meeting, pledging to engage critical stakeholders for a better service delivery. Elsewhere, the Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Finance, M.M. Bob, has advocated a monitoring mechanism as well as a need to adopt a digital tax system that can track tax evaders and ensure that all generated revenues are remitted to the right coffers. Bob made the advocacy at the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission RMAFC 2025 retreat in Rio, acknowledging the relevance of the Federal Ministry of Finance in the actualization of the national budget. The Commissioner acknowledged the revenue-generating mandate of the ministry, but noted the many challenges it was facing, including difficulty in oil price production, tax evasion by citizens and corporate bodies, poor revenue administration and leakages of revenue, among others. He further proposed the strengthening of inter-agency collaboration among federal government agencies responsible for collection of taxes, suggesting institutionalization of a reward system for exceeding targets and enforcing compliance. Commending the state governor, Pastor Moino, for approving the hosting of the national event, which he noted has enormous socio-economic benefits for the state, he expressed confidence that the reforms, if implemented, will bring about increased revenue. And on the foreign scene, Swedish authorities have confirmed the death of 3 individuals who lost their lives in a shooting incident in the city of Uppsala. The shooting took place at a hair salon close to Viksala Square in the center of central Uppsala a few hours before the city was set to celebrate the Walpurgis Spring Festival. According to the Swedish police, the suspect behind the fatal shooting escaped the scene on a scooter and is still on the run. However, authorities have assured the public that a major operation is underway to crack down and apprehend the individual responsible for the attack. And finally, in sports, Anambra-based footballer Arinze Kelvin Dike is set to join Ukrainian side FC Rock Viv from Nigerian League side Edel Football Club. However, the young star has been impressive for the Edel Football Club in the Nigerian National League this season. The Anambra Football Club, Edel FC, are currently battling to retain their status in the Nigerian National League, and they have recorded 3 wins, 2 draws, and 8 defeats so far in this campaign. Well, that's the news as produced by Ubongabasi Tom. For your newsworthy events or inquiries, you can reach our editorial desk on 0903 573 5474, on Facebook Comfort FM, Comfort 951 FM, on X at official CFM 951, on Instagram Comfort FM 951, or our email at newsdesk@comfort951fm.com. Thank you very much. That's the news. We'll quickly return to Honorable Aswakak Omor and just touch on one or two, listen to his vision. And yes, if you're from Ibionibom is song, your chairman day here. So let's make we gist with them and thank him for the support to Comfort 95.1 FM as well. So, Chairman, you're one of the major drivers too. Is you are intentional that you do not want to let the governor down? Is it because you have? Is it because of his role model stance, or the fact that you are somewhat close to him? Which one of them?
But
Both.
yeah,
Okay. You're like a son. You don't want to let him down.
yeah.
And that means you have been able to tap and learn more from him.
Yeah, it's a role model, like I said.
And don't other commissioners get jealous that you can easily see the governor when they cannot?
Mighty Judge, don't do that.
That the man, Omoeno, how would you describe him? And what do you think about the way he's leading the state?
Well, if I see a way of keep learning from him, I will. Like I said earlier, that it's a role model to all of us because he's doing very well. His energy to deliver Akwa Ibom State from where we are to where we can be proud of tomorrow is what all of us should look after. And we all love him for that. And I continue to pray for him for more energy, strength, and grace to do more for Akwa Ibom people. I'm always happy when I see good things of things doing by him. Always very happy because I knew that he would perform well, and he has done so well. I'm always very happy. Always very happy and proud. Very proud.
So he's flawless so far.
Yeah.
The way you are smiling. Okay, also he did not let you down.
Yeah.
By doing well, he also didn't fall your hand.
Yeah, I also need to do well too. Like I said, I don't have any excuse not to perform well. The energy is there. The idea is there.
The funding is there.
The funding is there as well.
What is it that you think that Akwa Ibom still needs at this point to be able to? You've been to Lagos. In fact, in the past few weeks, you've been in and out.
Yeah.
When you come back, anytime you come back to you, what do you think that we lack?
Well, we all need to improve our economy because it has been what people have been saying, but nobody is able to think of the solution. Yes, in my master's I did development economic, that's development planning in social sciences faculty. In this PhD I'm doing environment and development, and I think I understand a bit of what is development. At this point, not only Nigeria, not only Akwa Ibom, not only Ibiono that I come from, but our country, Nigeria, we need to prioritize interests in two sectors. One, technology. Two, agriculture. People are very hungry, looking for what to eat. That's what I love the governor of Akwa Ibom State coming out with a rice agenda, and the number one letter is A, stand for agriculture. And he's doing all his best to make sure the food security in Akwa Ibom State is a story tomorrow. So I'm very happy and proud of him. Agriculture should come in, and technology also is very important. Now people are making money online.
Yeah.
People are making, irrespective of what you read in school, you need to understand basic technology. You can use that and keep your certificate at home and be making money online. So our people need to be trained on that sector, that aspect of economy. And again, agriculture, people especially in the city like this, they're very hungry because in the village community where I come from, people go to farm, they farm and they have their cassava, have their pepper from their farm, have okra and leaves. And what they're looking for there is capital, maybe to do construction. Maybe they want to build house, they want to buy car, they want to buy things like that. But food is not really the problem to those who live in the village because they are farming. But some of us, some of the average people who live in the city, urban area like this, they buy everything. They buy water leaf, they buy pepper, they buy okra, they buy all the, in fact, sand leaf that you can easily plant in your house. Now when you see us being part of the governor that we have, the kind of motivation is given out to the people of Akwa Ibom State for the agri sector is much. It's enormous. He said if you're having home farm, home garden, like you are planting something where you are living, that you cannot buy sand leaf, like what they call iko, things like that, pepper. You can easily enter where you are living, be your backyard, and get those things.
Just get those things.
He said you need to motivate them, and some of them that the Minister of Agri and Digital Economic also realized were people that he gave 500,000 naira. So you can imagine the number of people who will start having home farm. Because a lot of people called me, they chatted me, they said, no, I also have, me, I will start my own, I have my fish. I have fish pond at home. I have most of the fish I use, I don't, because I'm not selling it.
At least have what you can consume.
Yes, I have them. There is no month I don't have up to 50. If you come to my compound, you see the fish pond, I have them.
Well, the issue now is to make people have an agricultural consciousness.
Yeah, consciousness.
Because the governor can say, go and farm.
Go and farm.
But they will still not farm. But
of course, definitely.
If we now have an agricultural consciousness that, look, I have to farm so that I know we'll go.
Some of them have more than 3 lands in Uyo. They fence around.
Fence, you understand?
But sometimes they're not doing anything, it's just there. So those are the problems that we have if we really want to grow our economy.
But how are you doing it in Ibiono? How you?
Yeah, that's why you see me going on the rice farming.
Rice.
Mine is not just to consume as an individual, but I'm also looking at the commercial aspect of it because it's a lucrative business. I can tell you, I'm very proud because I've seen it. I've gone to that farm more than 5 times from the beginning and when they started the harvest. And you see the fruiting, you see the 3 months that they propose, everything comes out well. But the challenge that you may have is that we are limited to machines. So, and also what I want to appeal that if we have opportunity, mechanized farming is also the best, because like that rice farming, they are doing it manually. And I can tell you, it's not something that people play politics with. This one is real. Rice business, I can proudly say, rice business is real. I've seen it from the beginning. You can, even as an individual, you want to embark on, is a very lucrative business.
There's this one that said again, plantain and banana.
I don't know that one because I've not done it. This one that I've done it, rice, I've seen it. We are going back again. We are going back again.
You are doing well. See a message here. Chairman, you should be made head of local government chairman in the state because your name is ringing bell. Please, you and every local government chairman is like you. I don't see any reason why anybody should be complaining. Okay, if every local government chairman is like you, I would not see any reason anybody should be complaining. God bless you. From Maurice Akpan 18. 19 person. Your name is everywhere. But it's always good to match that popularity with what you're actually doing, and that's why you're here.
But Mighty Josh, seriously, my colleagues are also doing very well.
Yeah, well,
I'm telling you.
They are.
If you go to Temekbo, you see what that man did. You ask yourself, Where does he get this money
Where do you
from?
get the money from?
So my colleagues are doing well. Serious. You see this regime, they're doing very well. This particular regime, they're doing very well. They're making all of us proud.
And because of the governor.
The governor, we attribute that completely to the governor because it has never been. So the question is, why is it now?
All right. Okay, let's take 3 calls, though, so that. Hello. Hello. Okay. Before Chairman just leaves, Chairman, let's talk a bit about Ibiono. Sell Ibioni bomb.
Well, Ibiono, like I said before, that is a place that I finished my primary school, secondary school there, and I spent most of my time there. So, irrespective of my age, my size, I understand the origin and the history, even the history of our migration.
It looks like, sorry, it looks like are you the youngest chairman?
According to the record, I told you my age is 34. So if anybody have less than that, I'm not the youngest. But if anybody doesn't have less than that, I think I am. But it's
nice.
not all about the age. It's all about what you understand. Like I said, you may be 40, but you don't understand your local government the way I understand. Understand my local government very well. I can probably say that anytime, any place. Because we finished everything we started from there. I mean, my primary school there, secondary school there. I spend most of my time. I have a skill. Before I got admission, I have a skill. I have a skill that I was doing in Ibiono. So
what skill is that?
This, they call it parapet barrister, not parapet that they used to use and decorate the house.
Oh, okay.
I can do it perfectly, and I've done a lot in
Now you don't get enough boys.
That
now.
was how immediately after my secondary school I embarked on that, and I saved money. I sponsored myself in university. I was a self-sponsor. I finished that. I told him my father was a permanent tapper that when you finish secondary school, the major thing is go and learn skill. And you already know when you finish that you are going to learn.
Going to learn.
Yeah. So, but when you finish, like somebody who have future, are thinking for yourself. And God help me, I have good friends who were in school after secondary school. So I also align myself and my belief with them. So I need to save money while working to go to school. So I got admission 2012, and I finished 2016. 2017 I went on for service, and I returned 2018. Then I was in the streets. So if you are not like you ask, if you are not is very big, tell people, give some indices. If you are not is very big. Imagine the local government that have more than 241 gazetted villages and more than 115 villages. This village that I'm telling you is something they should say community, not village. Imagine one village like Usendon have 3 political units. You know the criteria to have political unit that they consider population. So imagine one village out of these 240 something gazetted having 3 political units. I'm telling you. So if your is very big, if you go to other local government, you may not have that. We are sharing boundary with 2 states, Abia State, that is out of Chuku community, and we are also sharing boundary with Cross River State, that is Ito and Biase, Biakpan, and Ntanabo community. So you come around, we are sharing boundary with many local governments. The place is very big.
Very big.
It's very big. So you can imagine the size and the size of problem you will have. So it takes a man with a good capacity to withstand
it also poses an issue where will you be able to cover all of those? How efficiently will you be able to cover all those places?
Yeah, I'm trying, and the governor of the state is also helping us very well, because I was thinking of what to do to the people of Igbanja. You know, Igbanja, you have to cross water. And there is no road. You have to use water. When I went for campaign, I used water. And when the governor saw the picture, he said, there is no other road. I said, no, he said, I'm going to fix that community. Today, that community has been captured in 2025 budgets. They're about to start road construction. That is from Obod May in the local government to Igbanja.
Wow.
The governor have given that contract. So that alone has allowed me to have a little less headache. You understand? So, but others, we have seen what we can do to see how we carry all of them along to make sure we run an inclusive governance, which we are doing.
We know you have the capacity, and we wish you all the best, no doubt. Me, I'm here, you see, because I've good afternoon. Have you seen your people?
That one I did to you. That one is from you.
What will you do with him?
He's asking for wheelchair. If we check the budget and it's something we can do, maybe when we want to do for empowerment, we can include that, because one, we are working and also considering what is in the law. We don't do any budget, I mean any expenses outside the budget. You have to check what is in the budget before you embarked on such empowerment or projects.
Considering that you are one of those that was vocal as a councillor.
I know.
Onto this budget thing.
Yeah.
I hope you present your budget on the floor of the council.
I've done that perfectly. And see, you have to understand the operational guideline and what the bylaw says in the council, so that you don't put yourself into problems. So, and I've been reading that, knowing too well don'ts and do.
Because the same people that are laughing with you today,
I can come against it.
That's when they do. They should be doing for this man, you know. So I send you his number. So you don't.
No problem.
Let me just send it. If there's any other thing you can do. Ooh. This one.
Oh, God,
that one. I know they will.
My weight don't get that one.
I beg. That one we'll go talk him later.
Oh, not even bring it.
Okay, no. All right, let me take this one very quickly. Let me take this. Greetings to the chairman of Ibioni Boom. This is the first time I'm seeing you and hearing you. You are live on TV, you know.
Are you serious?
You don't know?
I thought it's audio.
We're live now. I really appreciate your efforts. Let me show you now. And your efforts and standard with quality. I pray for God's favor upon your life in all your endeavors. And yes.
Yeah, from Obasi Freke Efio. Are you serious?
See the camera now. I'm streaming live now. The whole world. All right then. Okay, it's Comfort 95.1 FM, 12:25. It's the time. It's the last day in the month of April. and this month is ending very, very well. We want to thank God. We want to thank the chairman of Ibionibom Local Government Council for coming around. Honorable.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Done so well, and we will continue to pray for you. I know you have done this before, and you do well to make us proud, and we will continue to celebrate you. I know you will win more and more.
Thank you very much. We'll finish it later in the evening.
Okay.
So if you are still
today
free,
is the last day.
today it ends by 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Okay.
But from evening here, we'll just if we can come around
in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
If we can come around, that's good.
Yeah,
my chairman, we better come.
Finish it. I have to come.
I
have to come.
All right then. Our friends from the National Orientation Agency, of course, especially the State Director, Mr. Tom, please welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Welcome. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right then. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. My regards to everyone at the NOA and Mr. Jackson Ibok as well, media. NOA. Thank you. All right then. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. All right. Yes, it's Comfort 95.1 FM. We are still here reading message. Let me see if they dropped any message for the chairman. Executive Chairman Ibionibom is a role model to a lot of people within and outside the state. Ibiono through his good work. Epidemic Samson says, Mighty George, keep going. Bigger joy is coming. Godswill Dennis says, Sharp Chairman. Godswill Dennis, sir, you have source of strength of Ibionibom, but they should try your possible best to make sure the governor knows Afaise, which road with this? Afaise on our road. This one here. Afara. All right. Okay, we're still indeed expecting more and more of our guests.
Okay, Afarise on our road.
Okay, Afarise on our road. All right, God bless you, sir. I have seen your impact on Ibionibom as well. All right, let's keep it going and invite our next guest as well. All right, it's time to let's call the coach of Remo Stars Football Club. Coach of Remo Stars Football Club, Ijabol. Let's have them join us, the new champions of the NPFL. Let's see, Ijabol. In the meantime, you can keep sending your messages. We are still coasting to tonight and making sure we continue staying with you. Giving you the best of interviews. Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. All right then. Okay then. All right. Okay. Keep talking. Keep talking. That's the rule. I need to keep talking. All right then. Yep. All right. Ooh. It's Comfort 95.1 FM. Who's on the line right now? Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Michael George.
Afternoon to you.
What a big time rush.
What a big time rush.
Michael George, the judge that judge other judges.
Still red hot in front of goal, man.
Yeah, I know you are there. I'm not that
yeah.
There. You are there. Yeah, more with your elbow.
Yes.
Yes, that your girl, that German.
The German, yeah.
He's still there. I wanted to ask him why he was trying to dodge the question when you asked him about the autonomy. Because according to him, he says that he is satisfied with the money that the governor gave to them, that is unprecedented. So they asked him if they should get money from the governor or direct from the federal. Because when he talks about autonomy, so they asked him to explain that autonomy more for us to understand. So he said that he is satisfied, yes. So if I thought that he's there, they asked him to explain more, yes, so he can understand it. So they should have expect money from the governor is direct from the federal. Thank you very much.
All right.
Mighty George, we are there with you. Thank you. My name is Jimmy. I'm calling from you.
All right,
Thank
Jimmy.
you very much.
All right, thank you.
Right.
Thank you. All right. All right. Trying to see how we can get in contact with the coach of Remo Stars Football Club, the first private team to win the MPFL in the last 16 years. Well, the goal is to have maybe 10 more interviews, one per hour until midnight today. Or why we just keep interacting as well. All right. Hello.
Hello, Mike George.
Yes, welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Afternoon it is.
Good to hear your voice.
Yes. Good to hear from you too.
I want to say congratulations on a milestone.
Thank you.
And the Lord be your strength.
Amen.
And your voice is not as if you have started anything. You are still going.
Are you serious? You know, they talk. I'm just speaking gently.
Definitely, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
All right, please.
All
have
right.
a nice time.
Yes.
Be strengthened in the Lord in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. All right. All right. 0906 008 95 and 1. Let's of course hear from you. Hello.
Hello. Mighty George.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, this is Aban from the
Please take away, turn down the volume of a radio set.
All right. Okay. I want to congratulate you for this job done. I pray that God will console you to the end. We are also behind you, sir. I am
Thank
the
you.
chairman that called yesterday when you play Bruce with the honorary speaker. I called the second caller, pleading with my speaker to do help me pay my daughter's school fee. He has accepted. So I am listening here.
Okay.
I am listening here in your premises since 10 o'clock.
All right then. Thank you very much. Okay, keep it coming. 0906 008 95 and 1. All right. All right. Let's see if we can connect with the one and only Ijabol. Ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm that we finally have on the line head coach of Remo Stars Football Club, champions of Nigeria Premier Football League. Coach Daniel Ogumbodede is on the line. Coach, Good afternoon and welcome to Comfort 95.1 FM.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I suppose you know who is talking. Mighty George from Comfort FM.
George, I hope you are fine.
That will be small.
I heard you have been there for the past 3 days now, so.
Yes, 4 days. And that's why it's a record now. Well,
I
like,
wish you the best.
Thank you. Well, like 4 hours away from breaking the other record.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
I hope I didn't catch you when you were sleeping. No? I'll be eating. Maybe I say you
No.
Okay.
I've been waiting though,
Okay,
because
yeah.
I was told it's 12.
Yes. So we have here for this one is for all the football fans, those who love football, the ones who respect the grind and hustle of private teams, and how private teams deserve a pride of place in football, in local football in Nigeria. I mean, as at some weeks ago, we already knew that this title was yours to lose. How were you able to ensure you stayed strong, picked up the necessary points, and eventually finished with some games to spare, Coach?
Yeah, from the beginning of the second round, in fairness, we've tried to keep our focus after about 3, 4, 5 games in the second round, and we were able to have a very good margin. At the point we were 12 points clear. So obviously since then, I know we have a very big battle ahead to fight, considering the experience of my squad, considering what has happened to us in the past. We have lost the league before with just a goal margin. Imagine.
Oh.
And these things keep ringing in my head. It keeps ringing back in my head.
It was
This
haunting you.
We must not bottle it. So, and it has been more of a psychological job, psychosocial job, and it works for us. It works for us.
How much of the belief in the management, the chairman, the owner of the club, did that also play a factor in you, winning this?
And that has been playing a very big factor for the past a decade now, because of his consistency in the belief in how he has in what my person can do. He has so much belief, and he has not stopped investing. He didn't stop. He keep going. The only question is, are you sure this is going to work? And the moment I give the gong, like I believe it will work, he said, let's go again. Let's go. Let's keep going. So he didn't come with any pressure that can destabilize or rock my mind. So he plays a very big role. The only challenge I have is myself. Because I know I need to deliver. I know I am condemned to deliver for him. So he plays I think that is the first thing that plays a vital role to achieving this.
All right, and to your boys. The boys, obviously, you must be still hugging them and celebrating them. And they were outstanding this season, right?
Of course, those guys are abnormal. They're not regular human beings.
See how you describe your boys.
Yeah,
abnormal. They're not normal. I mean, well, welfare at Remo Stars. I wouldn't know what package other clubs give, but it looks like Remo Stars have very well paid players and coaches, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. But beyond the welfare, what do you think was the motivation for the players? Is it the same motivation you had?
Welfare was both extrinsic and intrinsic. Welfareism is very, look. It's my decade in Remo Stars now, George, and I can tell you, the club has never hold me for 48 hours.
Wow.
Yes. Imagine, like, this month's salary has been paid since 2 days ago.
Wow.
But in the last decade that I've been here, consistency in all ramification. The management has been doing a very great job in this aspect. The boys are well motivated. I don't need to tell you, if we are going for a long journey, we go through flight. Equipments are there, facilities top notch. Everything is there. There can never be a perfect environment,
Yeah, that's true.
But beyond reasonable doubt, the club is well motivated. The players are so motivated.
And the fans really deserve this. They've been waiting for it ever since the.
Of course.
How was Remo that night?
It looks like the stadium is going to calm down.
It's with your celebration that is always gingering those people now.
Yeah, it's normal. It's a game of passion.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Personally, I put in everything that I have in this game. Even on the national front. So.
All right. Obviously, now you're going on the continent. This time not as second or third place. You're going as a flag bearers. What lessons were learned from the last outings on the continent that you think you can use for this?
I was going to give you the privilege of, because of this record thing you're setting, to talk about this, because I told your colleagues that I've been asking this question. It's not yet time to answer this question because the season is not yet over. We have 3 more matches.
Yeah, I know.
We need to just round off first, enjoy this moment, the euphoria, then think of the next step. But nonetheless, the only thing I need to tell you that I'll let you know, George, is we'll be better what we were last season on the continent. We've learned our lesson. We make our evaluation every year. It's just like we've learned our lesson in the league too. Some times ago, the club was struggling in NNL. Later, we overcome. We were struggling in MPFL in the first division. Later, we overcome. We were struggling in the continent, right? 2-3 seasons now. We will overcome soon too. I can assure you that. I can assure our lovers out there that we will overcome. It's step by step. Remo Stars project is not a fire brigade approach. We set target for ourselves and we try to attain it.
All right. I'm really, really excited for you. Well deserved, like many have said, in the months coming into the season, coming to the, this final game. But I know, since it's my day now, you answer any question I give you now.
Yeah, my guy.
I don't worry, when you come to your fisherman soup, man. I'm about to be.
I believe you.
Yes, now I'm about to be a world record holder Anyway,
You will.
yes.
You have my support.
Yes, I know.
It will be on record that at least I buy you some time.
Ijabo, let's quickly, I can't talk to you without talking about looking at the future. The Super Eagles, Chan. Have you, since you people left camp, has there been any talk? Have you submitted a program, or is it Eric Shell? Have you been asked to submit program? Has he contacted you? Chan is just around the corner, though.
We've talked several. As the head coach, this is a leader that tries to carry everybody along. We have series of meetings about players, about evaluation about our last games, and Chan in particular. But even presently, the Super Eagles will be going for a competition in the UK, this Unity Cup. And, my head coach actually have a plan of looking at some new invitees, which I would not like to disclose their names now.
Yeah.
But for sure, they are new invitees, even home-based players. I can give you that exclusive. Even home-based players are going to be in that trip, and that is to tell you how much work the gaffer is trying to put in to make things better, and how determined we are to qualify for the World Cup.
Well, who are we to say that the dream is over? But do you have mixed feelings? Do you sometimes just have regrets about what the team could not do? And now we are just hoping on God and hoping that teams will lose.
I'm not happy we didn't win the last match, but I'm always optimistic about this team. Too optimistic and positive. Considering the calibers of players we have in the squad, they are the best in the continent. They are the best in their clubs. So I'm always optimistic and positive we will qualify for the World Cup.
Okay, that's what we need. We need the optimism. At least from there, we can go and beat South Africa in South Africa, win all our games. Of course, the second half is usually harder than the first round. So I'm wishing you people all the best. Ijabo, I said let me touch base with you, and I've had over the past 4 days. We've had about over 50 interviews.
Wow.
Yeah, over 50 interviews with policymakers, commissioners, House of Assembly, Speaker, members. We've had with some ex-players. And business, fashion, so we had to have with the new champions too.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so congratulations.
I'm happy to be part of your dream.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
We will celebrate together, my friend.
No problem. All right then, Ijabol. Champion of Nigeria. Nigeria.
My great announcer.
Not so.
My spectacular and exceptional announcer.
Yes, so I was waiting to announce we don't win for that last game. No,
you go for sure. You go come for the day of trophy presentation.
Oh yeah, no, I will. I will
be hosting the Guinness Book of record holder.
No shaking. All right, Ijabo, have a nice day. Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right then.
All the best.
Yeah.
Race.
All right.
Finish strong, okay?
Yeah.
Finish strong.
I will. Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. The latest champions of the Nigerian Premier Football League, Remo Stars Football Club, Let's quickly, of course, from Remo, Ogun State, let's come back home to Akwa Ibom and meet with the ambassador himself, of course, the one and only Samson Akpan. Well done, sir.
Well, George, first of all, let me congratulate you.
Thank you.
In all sincerity, I've been talking about it on radio. Like today, I talked about it. For you to work hard to get a record that was set in Japan and you bring it home, I am one person that is so happy, so delighted, because it's always good to try.
Yeah.
The trying has become the doing.
Yeah.
And the doing will come the success.
Yes.
That's my belief. So
thank you.
I didn't even know you that notice you don't want me.
I mean, whether it's in our place or it's in our place.
Seriously, Kai.
Yeah, not two pillows. This.
I see. I see.
I had to listen to instructions.
Exactly.
Keep talking. Just
all
keep
right.
talking.
Keep talking.
Don't
all the
stop
time.
talking.
Yeah.
Show, where is he? Keep talking. Show him. I'm telling you, man.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
so.
And you know, I just want to say that even in the broadcasting world, aside Akwa Ibom, everybody all over the country is happy, is proud to associate with you.
Thank you.
I've been waiting to speak with you for the past 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, because for me, I mean, to come from this soil is the pride, not just for Judge, but for the entire state.
Yeah.
The only problem maybe we have in this part of the world is that we don't really appreciate what we have.
Wow. Yeah.
But thank God.
You just hit the nail on the head.
Yes. Thank God for the kind of governor we have now, and we used to have as well. I don't want to pick. The governor, I pray that will be here before the end of the show.
Yeah.
And to equally encourage you and give you support.
Thank you.
Because I recall in 2017 when this was done, I was watching online, and today I'm alive and I'm sitting with you live here.
Definitely.
So it's a great privilege that we have you in our choir. I also want to thank Comfort FM for coming thus far. No wonder the comfort is very pronounced.
Yeah, it is.
And I know what is going on, what's being put in here, so people like us would love to support as well and push forward. And so on behalf as the CEO of Food Embassy, I wouldn't stop appreciating your effort.
Thank you.
And as a journalist myself, a broadcast journalist myself, it's a great challenge to those who are coming after us.
Yes.
So also take these, but allow me, George, hold this thing at least for 10 years.
Maybe when we don't do them, anybody will won't do them. But it's not easy to get this guys they've been with me all through.
Yeah, I could see the organization. Seriously, the organization is perfect.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Anytime I want to relax,
and of course, this is a situation you cannot even rush because it's time bound.
Yeah.
It just I love this. Rebranded Comfort FM. Highly professional environment. I'm so delighted. Of course, having been here once, and I know how it is, how it was, and how it is now. And so
reinventing and
exactly. So, George, I think my coming here is to give you that strength of brotherhood, give you that concern, have it at the back of your mind. You're not doing this alone for comfort. You're doing it for the entire world. Now you have put the name of Comfort FM in the map of the world. You've put the name of Akwa Ibom State and indeed Nigeria in the map of the world. And since it does not take a tree to form a forest, I would want our people to see as though Judge is doing this for the sake of other people, just like Jesus Christ was living for the sake of others. And so this you have done has brought a name to Akwa Ibom. I heard when you interviewed your chairman, the chairman of Vibiana, it goes to show that you are connected. And the connection from home
to government, from government even to your workplace.
Yeah.
And the support is massive, I must say.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. You just need to open up the phone lines and everyone is like they're waiting for me. And even at night, I think the first night people were, but later they were like,
yes,
George, where were you? Come on, you can do it.
You're doing it.
Yeah,
you're doing it. You're doing it.
We're doing it. Just a few more hours.
Yeah, a few more hours. I wish I can stay with you all through.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk. So how's it going? What's the latest?
The latest is that I realized that APC is not working, so I'm using Ibom Air now.
Have you been using? You've always been using Ibom Air now.
I know, I'm trying to take it from the opposite direction.
That's right.
Because I don't want some people to misunderstand the governor.
That's right.
When governor was giving that illustration yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of people say he was referring to PDP not flying, and then APC is flying.
Yeah.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Obviously.
But somebody like me who's been in the scene of politics for years, I can tell you for sure that it isn't the political party that makes governance. It is the people, the members of that political party. So if you have a member of a party that is good, it means the political party is good.
It's good.
And I want to feel that PDP sold their best candidate to the APC in 2014-15. And so it's like getting a club and then your best players is being taken. Look at what our brother Osimhen did in Galatasaray, and of course you also see what other players are doing in their different clubs.
That's right.
So it doesn't how some other some other managers of club will not want to buy them.
Yeah.
So the article that we are talking about today was bought over by the APC, and I think when he reaches retirement in APC, he decided to come back home. So he's a home player now, and if he can score goals, the party should not be blamed. Rather, they should look at the composition of the team.
That's
so
true.
Politically speaking, PDP had the best hands as far as politics of Nigeria is concerned, and if you look at the array of the kind of ministers, what makes Jonathan to succeed? Jonathan succeeded because of the caliber of men and women that he had in the cabinet. When people talk about President Tinubu failing, it isn't, just like here now. You may have the idea of establishing a place like this. If you don't have professionals to handle it, it doesn't work.
It won't work at all.
So the problem of PDP is not the name, but the name is just the context, but the content are members of the party.
That's right.
And then that's why you see some folks would want to say leaving the party because it's no longer what it used to be. Somebody in Delta christened it as a wine or palm wine. And then you now realize that the individual has nothing to offer. So they are looking for what we used to call in our local parlance, mommy, baby, another. When I go to school, my mom would say, if you are not the first, second, or third position in school, they will not buy me Christmas clothes. So, and my mom was furious that you don't have to be part of mommy, baby, another. In primary school, when they call the first position, second position, third position, and then the principal would say, mommy, baby, another. So,
once they call that one,
that they are in trouble. So what do you see? What do you see politically speaking? And it is quite unfortunate that in politics, most politicians don't speak the truth. Nigeria economy is dwindling. Insecurity that Jonathan was blamed for, and the economy that Jonathan picked up to a highest level. Of our GDP and the rest of stuff. If you check that out,
we're now missing him.
You know that we are missing him. But I know I've heard some folks saying they're going to convince him to come contest. And my prayer is that he should not come and contest.
On that which platform?
I think he's a member of the PDP, just that he's a statesman now.
Wow.
And so if you want to drag a statesman to come contest, I wouldn't know if the alignment and realignment stuff is going to work.
Yeah, that's true.
And governors of the PDP the other time in Ibadan said they're not going to be part of it. And worse still, Atiku, the presidential candidate, has not come up to say, I don't want to contest.
Yeah.
Because if he has made that statement, some of these governors who want to move will not move.
They wouldn't move. They will know that.
But, you know, and unfortunately, too, I was talking to somebody this morning. I said, time gone past the time we used to have, there's a man we call Total Chair. Total Chair in the PDP that time. I recall when the then governor, Obon Victor Otta, said he wants to see him in Government House. And he said, Government House, please come to my party office. No, it is my party office that I'm going to attend to you. All right. And not in in Government House. That party is different. Governance is different. All right. So for obvious reason, I still believe that politics will get better. Some good guys will take the stage very soon. What we see now is, I think some, like they say, they want to change wine. Nigerians changed the wine from PDP in 2015 to APC. They have seen the kind of ingredients that this wine they drank is coming with, or the content, the ingredients. And so I think next time they'll take a decision.
Yeah.
And then make sure that, something is done about it. So
the failure to take decision has caused a lot of harm.
Serious harm.
Serious
harm. Serious harm. And of course, you also realize that cost of living right now is, I think, because when you're done your 100 hours and we're about celebrating you, maybe we'll take you around, because right now you're no longer, you're not going to be a local brand. You're not going to be a state brand. You're not going to be a national brand. You're going to be a world brand.
Yeah.
So you will also have the opportunity to talk to most of our leaders. It will be a stage.
That's right.
For not confrontation and not conformity, but rather education. We keep educating them. Like what you're doing now, there are those who are going to learn so much from you.
Yeah.
There are those who are going to know that taking decision, the tenacity, the commitment, the concern to move to the next level.
Yes.
They shouldn't be limited. And that's why I love what was introduced at the time by Senator Godswill Akpabio when he was the governor. He said, it took syndrome.
It took syndrome.
The house girl, house boy stuff ended. And of course, the immediate past governor, Dom Emmanuel, came in and introduced the Akada. And of course, right now we're in the Arise agenda. And we want to believe that this golden era is going to give you a golden opportunity that will cause for celebration. And of course, those who never believe that this is possible in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, will now understand that the the record breaker in Japan will now see that somebody from Africa, somebody from Nigeria, somebody from Akwa Ibom has done it.
I feel very, very delighted. You've spoken well. I mean, you've said everything. Things. This is a whole. The experience just something went through me all through this period. Sometimes I just sit down and wonder, So I'm doing this. Am I really doing this? And I wake up in the morning and I go again. And it got me even talking to people one-on-one. When people call, when they start praying for me, I started getting philosophical. I started even researching about my state and, reading up stuff and saying, and so that when I talk to people in the morning, I know that, I resonate with them, I feel them. And, it's been great. It's been great, especially working with a team here. It's been,
let me tell you why your kind of support is going to be different. Your kind of support is that, one, you are a grassroots person. Aside that, you have made a mark in broadcasting, and equally too, you are doing this in the golden era. Let me shock you. You're doing this at the time where compassion is flying everywhere. You're doing this at a time where consideration of human happiness, I'm not talking about happy hour now. So seriously, the governor that I know will not take it lightly. He would definitely want to be concerned and involved about it, because since he came on board, he has been able to exercise this love for the people, and for an Akwa Ibom person to get to this level, this echelon of success, and is not a mean feat. So even me, when I started at my prime, just at your age, I didn't have that encouragement to get to this level you are. But the most important thing is, our concern is that everybody should rise up, and then after George Iniabase's end, on Radio Marathon, we should also have some other person in something, maybe in agriculture, maybe in something else. If we can't populate the entire universe with first and first and first, and then you know that this name of Akwa Ibom, Akwa Basibom, there's one man I love listening to him talk when he said that we were not meant to take the back seat. We were created by God to take the front seat, and said for that reason we should at all times strive to take first position. So these, your uncommon feats, will further strengthen others, will further encourage others to take the front seat in other aspects. But for this one, they should allow you at least for 10 years.
I hope they do. And anyone who comes, I'm ready to work on their team. So I got the guys, I got some people who had worked on this. There's a guy who is around. He won the best, longest production. Music production.
I just met him.
So I got him on my team. I had to bring him down here
from Lagos.
So I said, look, you just be around, and when you spot anything, let me know.
We just said it down. Having achieved that feat, what was the level of patronage? How was it received by either the state or the national government? We do not pay attention to creativity. That's the problem. Everybody wants to be in politics, and it doesn't really help us. And so it allows the death of our innate ability to do one or two stuff. So my prayer is that we should now, at this era, golden era, begin to understand and support creativity at this level. So I saw him, and I was telling him, come on, I would take him to my studio, my private studio. Maybe we'll talk to my staff and then see one or two things he can do. But seriously speaking, I would want the governor to see him and know him, and then have something to talk about it. Because governor is somebody that if you're doing well, he will tell you you're doing well. And I wouldn't be surprised if his elevation will come soon.
I mean, just being here, and if the governor is here, obviously it's going to be his lucky day.
It's going to be his lucky day.
It's going to be his lucky day. I just told him, just come. I had to, pay for his flight to come down. I said, come. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I don't want any sort of jinx. I don't want any issues. Just come. Look at the guys when they are walking. Look at it, because you've got it. You've collected your certificate. You got yours. So said no problem.
It's a good thing that just happened, and we want to believe that very soon our people will appreciate the content that we have within the context of any profession. Our people are so enlightened. Our people are so good now, and I want to believe that very soon there will be other records in Akwa Ibom that will be broken for a clear demonstration of capacity, a clear demonstration of a rise agenda, a clear demonstration of Dakada Akwa Ibom, because some of us who started in Lagos, we know exactly how it was. Sometimes we were not really counted, but you got to do extra, you know. When you do extra, you recall that at DBN I started what we call traffic reports.
Oh, okay.
And that made me a little bit popular then.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was that I used to, sometimes I would sleep at a court just to make sure that I don't miss my beat. And because at Willow Road there used to be so much of mosquitoes, so you know what that means, So I can tell you what we've gone through before we can attain this height. And I want to pray that every Akwa Ibom person don't be discouraged. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, our governor today used to write on his doorpost, the governor. And today it has come to pass. You must have vision. You must have a vision that will catapult you or project you to the next level. Who knows, after now, you will be contesting something bigger than this. You know, you will be going for something bigger than this. But I don't want you to go for 150 hours. So that you have time to
maybe we'll look for something else to do.
Yeah, something else to do. Something else. George, you know, we can do well in science. We can do well in art. Look at our music now all over. We don't we lack encouragement. Let me tell you what happened. There was a day Ikpaudo performed in a function that the governor attended. Just a mere governor merrily raising his hand. They said, we need to support our own, that if it is David or whatever, you guys will be dancing. Everybody stood up and danced. Guess what happened when that was posted on the social media?
I think
it went viral.
It went viral. No.
So that is the level it is. So good enough, we have this platform, and this platform has created an enabling environment for young people, professional people, to also move to the next level. And that's my joy, that's my happiness, that indeed we have gotten to that level at this stage. And so when it will be written and it come to pass that Comfort FM in 2025 had the opportunity of breaking through it, a record, a world record. And so it's a nice thing that has happened to us in Akwa Ibom. And I want to thank everyone in the management for giving you this opportunity. And it's a great thing that is happening. It's a great thing that you are doing. Keep doing it, keep pushing it. And of course, we'll get to the timeline of even more than 100 hours.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at that next, 20 hours, less than 20 hours, and we'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? George, this kind of competition, this kind of stuff. When you look at the time, it becomes you're getting there. I say it's getting slow. Why is it like this? We're supposed to hit the time, But you know what? It's a way of you understanding the fact that when you're getting towards success, there'll be a whole lot of temptation, even in real life. When you're getting towards success,
very close.
When you're very close, In fact, it's like you are a sport person, so it's like playing football and you're almost getting a goal. You see a whole lot of defense players coming to tackle you, trying to stop you from scoring a goal. But this one is different. This one is a divine venture.
It is.
God has a hand in this. God wants to write the name of Akwa Ibom in gold. God wants to use this again to make people talk about Nigeria positively. That's what God is working, and that's what God is doing through you. So don't expect you to be that fat and big in order to break record. Tiny things will break record. I recall when I had a pack of sugar. I didn't know how ants could break record by removing the sellotape.
They talk about the sellotape, man.
They opened the sugar and consume it. So they broke record. So you are doing just that. And it's a great privilege for Akwa Ibom. It's a great privilege for Nigeria. And of course, a great privilege for Comfort FM, to reach this height. And I think there's some other thing I would want us to talk about. I did mention it in passing. Appreciating what we have. Appreciating what we have.
I mean, you are the elders here. You know, you came here before us, and obviously would know how all of this works.
Yeah. I want to believe that most times we also have the opportunity to appreciate what we have, but sometimes we don't really do that for the sake of the fact that you don't really have somebody push it. You know, I was telling somebody today on radio when we were talking about a grant by the governor. You know, the grant that the governor is giving out is projecting and of course propelling and of course telling the people of Akwa Ibom State, wake up to reality. I was talking about coconut in the north and then cocoa in the west, those pyramids that we used to talk about in school, in our school days. You realize that with the propelling factor of the governor, a lot of people are going into farming, a lot of people are going into agriculture, like I said, and then some are going into business.
That's right.
And then that is going to help our economy. And there's nothing as good as that. Having a leader that understands the importance of investment in the people, you know. And if you watch what was done yesterday in Okanafon and Orowanam, you will understand that indeed, if after going through the 10 federal constituencies, Akwa Ibom State will definitely grow economically. That is, if people will apply this money, you know, as directed by the government. And I love what the announcement that I got yesterday, that we're not going to give you the money in bulk. You know, we're going to give you and time you and check out if you're doing the right thing with the money. Before, you know, before the entire money is given back to you.
That's right.
That's a good thing. That is a way of monitoring to see that you're not misusing this money, you're not misusing the opportunity, thereby allowing government effort to be in vain. It's a good thing that has happened.
It is, and I was talking with the chairman of DAZAC today, and asked him what would he really want to change, and he said, I think he said the retail leaders, the ones below, how are they able to manage these funds, or even if they're in a place to supervise, are they doing it very well? Because, you know, the funds are trickling in, they're coming in, you know, grants are being given. How are you managing it? And that's apparently it. And hopefully, you know, with all that's going down, I hope that Akwa Ibom will be the better for it.
It's definitely.
I'm hoping that this also would be able to change a lot of things.
Let me tell you the great challenge that what you're doing has brought to the fore: the possibility, the spirit of possibility, reawakening the spirit of possibility. You know, most times when our leader, the governor, will be talking about possibility, breaking boundaries, he said it started with 5 rooms and then it becomes a conglomerate, eventually to agriculture, and is doing successfully. A lot of people might not want to understand how he did it. You know, now if you sit down and tell people how far you've gone and what you've done to take you this level, they may not really understand until you try it. And having tried it, you now see that it is easier. Getting to the high point of success, you definitely be celebrated. So this celebration will propel and of course project you to the wider society. You know, there's no limitation to what you've done, because I once bought a car. They said limited edition. I said, why is it limited edition? Because I don't want to drive a car that is limited. They said, no, this limited edition means the edition is not much in the market, you know. So I said, okay, or that I want to be sure. As an African man, I want to. So it is also important that having experienced this in your broadcast profession, I would want to say that it is a good thing we've gone this far.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We need to finish this discussion, you know,
someday,
away from the mic.
Okay.
And you show me those places you want to show me.
Yes.
All right,
okay.
All right, then. It's Comfort 95.1 FM. It's a very lovely day. It's the Radio Record Rush, the official attempt for the longest radio show the world has ever had. And it's happening live right here in Akwa Ibom State, South Nigeria. We are delighted about what we have done so far. Coming together to do things and ensure that we obviously finish what we started, which is what we're doing at the moment. Okay, so let's feel the pulse of the people right now. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mikey George.
Yes, afternoon. How you doing?
I'm good. What a rush.
Hey, what a rush.
Thank you so much. I feel so excited about it.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said thank you so much that I feel so excited about you and what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I feel excited myself too. I feel excited as well.
Yeah. I've been following up right from the first day that I can tell that my work sometimes doesn't allow me to listen carefully to all the presenters and other people that they are interviewing. But I am so happy that someone from this very particular state is making us to be so proud as we are doing right now. So a big thank you. More grace to you. I know you are going to finish up. You are going to finish up strong. And I pray for you.
Yeah.
You will finish up strong. In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you very much. Still. All right, still giving you. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Mighty Judge.
Afternoon.
Yeah, you are speaking with Victor, calling from Uyo, Asawama precisely. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm glad to speak with you this afternoon.
All right, glad to speak with you too.
Congratulations. Let me say in earlier because you had already done it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is that the ambassador Samson Akwan?
Yeah, ambassador. He just stepped out though.
In the studio?
Yeah, a guest. Yeah, he's a guest. Are you surprised?
Good afternoon, sir. I want to talk to him. Good afternoon, sir.
No, he stepped out. He stepped out already.
Okay, he has stepped out. All right. Congratulations. One a rush. I like what you are doing.
Thank you.
God continue to bless you.
Yeah.
I would love to pick up not giving you flowers of this, what you are doing.
Okay.
Like to see you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, still the Comfort 95.1 FM, and 24 minutes past 1. I'm trying very hard not to, look at the time, but we are just about 3 hours away from, of course, breaking the existing record. But it's obviously don't need to look at the time now. We'll just keep on, doing the things that we do. Just want to keep taking your calls, hearing what you. We should be expecting a few more interviews very soon. And speaking of interviews, ladies and gentlemen, I think that my day has just been made because the number one man of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Omo Basiano, has just walked into the studios of Comfort 95.1 FM. All right. Good afternoon, sir.
to see you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Good afternoon, Your Excellency. And how do I start? Akwa Ibom, help me welcome His Excellency Pastor Mo Basiano. You're sitting in the studios, and every other person here. Your Excellency, you're in the studios of the Guinness World Record attempt for the longest radio show in the world. And here we are. Thank you very much for coming around, sir.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. So what we have done over the past 4 days, I have spent 4 days here, not gone anywhere. We've had our breaks due to the rules of the Guinness World Record. So we lined up about 70 interviews. The plan was for 100 interviews, but we're able to get 70, one per hour. That's 100 hours. So what we do in the middle is that once we get interviews, the Honorable Commissioner for Information was one of those who first graced it. The distinguished Senator Ephraim Bob also was one of the interviews. And then we do audience interaction, we play little games, but the rule is that we need to keep talking. And we have followed it. And I'm so delighted that we finally have you as one of our interviewees. So if you don't mind, sir, let's roll. Okay. All right, so he needs no introduction. He is the man they call him the Golden Boy. He is a man who has raked in lots of awards. This year, probably the most liked, most loved, and probably also the most celebrated governor in Nigeria today, Governor Mo Basiano. Welcome, sir, to Comfort FM. Once again, how does it make you feel? All these accolades that you get so far in just, of course, your first term as governor of a state.
Well, thank you so much, Mighty George, for trying this feat, something that we see elsewhere and done by other people, and to be done in Akwa Ibom, and probably by an Akwa Ibomite. But the point for me is that Comfort FM is an indigenous studio, and we find someone who is attempting and daring to do something to clinch the world record is worth supporting. And so I like to congratulate you in advance.
Thank you very much.
And when, of course, my kids told me about it, you have lots of fans around, everybody talks about it.
Thank you.
Distinguished Senator mentioned it. I said, when you cross 50 and you're beginning to coast, then I'll come, and just know that then you'll be getting a bit tired, and you need people to really begin to applaud you to the finish line. So that's why I am here, to applaud you to the finish line, to thank you for daring. And this is the true spirit of Akwa Ibomites, that we dare. We're not afraid. We like to take on things and step on the world stage, and that which you have done is commendable, and it's an inspiration to our young people that we can always dare in the right direction.
Thank you,
we
sir.
can compete, and so it's something that we applaud. For the award, now to your questions.
Yes, sir.
For me, everything that is happening is to the glory of God. I remember, if you've been here, you know that too many people never give us a chance. And again, it's part of daring, doing the kind of thing you're doing. I wasn't in politics. And so if, by the grace of God, we're here, we thank Him for the way He has led us this far. We needed to put in our best and to show that things can always be done and done differently. And we can always work for our people and relate with our people. So when awards come, they are meant to encourage you. They are meant to make you do much more. For me, it just shows that the world is watching, and we have to be careful with what we do. We have to keep working hard for our people and let them continue to reap the dividend of democracy, which is what they voted for.
All right.
And I think that's just what the award means to me.
All right. I just need to touch on that first of all, but you've been roughly about 2 years in your administration, but I think you must have had some milestones or some points where you said, I think I'm on the right path. I didn't make a mistake agreeing or carrying the flag to be governor of the state. Which were those points? Have you gotten to that point where you said, I'm really on the right track?
I think we're on the right track because we are benchmarking what we're doing with our rights agenda, and that's of course the document that we campaigned on. It's a blueprint, and of course when you use the blueprint, you go back, check, what did we say we're going to do? Are we on track? And every month we do that with our team. We make inputs, we assess ourselves, we look at the gaps, we know where we are, and that gives birth to how do we fill the gaps. Now we're doing constituency briefings, what we call town square meetings across the 10 federal constituencies. Yesterday we were in Okanafon, Orokanam federal constituency. We're trying to meet the people, feel their pulse, tell them what we've done in those federal constituencies, and take what I call a need document, which we're going to use as some of the things there to work on our 2026 budget. We're interacting with the people. This is democracy. You must, for me, that's the greatest joy I have, that I can literally interact with the people. They see their governor, they meet their governor that they elected. The governor is not boxed in one glass house or one corner. They see, I'm here to see
you. You're here.
You're doing something, I'm connecting. There must be that emotional connectivity. We're here to serve. This is about service and service to the people. And I think for me, it also has to do with my background. I grew up on the streets with everyone else, so I understand what I'd always yearned for, to touch and feel a governor, to be able to see. Those are the things. Our people really know when you serve them genuinely, and they know when it's aesthetics. They know because they can feel. So for me, I believe that connecting with the people, reaching out to them, touching them, providing that feel, that sense of belonging to our people. The rural communities basically is where my heart goes to.
Yeah.
Because before now, we'd go to them only when it's election time. But right now, we're big with rural development, rural areas. We spread all of that, the road network, the houses, the things we do.
What inspired that focus on the rural areas? What inspired the focus on the rural areas?
Because I grew up in the rural area, and I know that we don't have things there. Like I said to you, the rural communities, and generally, I only remember during election where you go and you give them rice, and they're just there. And we must really take development there. We must, help the economic activities there. And that's why when we go, we do those empowerments. We select from amongst the people there, to people who have stayed. We need to stem this rural-urban migration, because Japa is not only when you leave Nigeria. From your local government, everybody cannot concentrate in Uyo. We can make you come, in this state, you can reach Uyo from the farthest local government within 2 hours. There's a good road network. If you put in some enablers in those rural areas, people can live in those rural communities, in their local government. They can help develop those, they can build good houses there and commute from there into Uyo. And after all, in Lagos, you can stay 3 hours on it, just in the traffic.
That's right.
So we have So these are the amenities and the facilities we think we can make available. And then we also want to look at Akwa Ibom beyond oil. The oil benchmark for the budget was 75. Today is 63 thereabout.
It kept changing.
Yeah. So we can't keep. These are factors that will determine what comes into the state. And so, how long will we keep doing that? So we are working heavily in making Akwa Ibom a tourist destination. We are developing infrastructure that, by the grace of God, given the support of the Akwa Ibom people, we believe in the next couple of years we should be able to have amenities that will redefine Akwa Ibom as a tourist destination. We're developing technology. We've created a full ministry of digital technology that is helping us in the way we work. All of the things we do is organized, is systematic. You can have records, you can have data, you can always look at them. And that's for our youth. We are also creating these hubs for them, because people today, the world has now become a small, not even global now, small village. People can walk, stay here and walk anywhere in the world. We're partnering with Min One, and they are running cables. And if you remember, the main cable landed in Ibno, and they are working all of that. And we have connected with all of our ministries and creating hubs that will help our young people. And so the digital economy is something we believe our young people will take advantage of. We're building that. All of this is coming together. It's coming together, and that's the way. So if you can, whether somebody lives in Ibno or lives in Ini, with internet and all of the facilities, it can be comfortable. That's what I think.
I've always wanted to, you're one of the governors who has a lot. The branding around you is superb, and most of the time when we see you, some people assume that you do things spontaneously, like when you help people when that happens, and then it looks like. Can we confirm that those things you do are really spontaneous when you see someone and someone meets you, and then you just call and say, "Let's help the person"? Is that you, or is that your political self, or that is you, Umoino, who does those things?
Well, I think the people that have known me over the years, see, let me say this and say it very clearly. Position of authority or power just brings out who you are. That's the truth. It's you just need, you won't know people until you give them power, you give them money, and that just amplifies who you are. You, as a Christian, you're taught to be compassionate, and again, I've told you, it's my background. I grew up on the streets. I grew up, from amongst these people. So I understand. Looking at you, without saying a word, I can perceive you are hungry. So those things just happen. You need, and it's not just because I'm governor. People who know me know that even from my humble beginnings, when God gives you grace, I extend it. There are young kids I've sponsored in school by the grace of God. Today they are professionals, doctors, engineers, lawyers. They're all around. We instituted some scholarship scheme. We started a program called Ignite for our young people. We run it every year, and this year I'm sure it's coming. So it's all that has become, it's just a part of you. You see someone who you know, and again, let's bring it, don't leave out the God factor. I believe strongly in the power of the Holy Spirit that will quicken you and say, this person needs help. And those that are acting too. Yeah. There are some that are acting.
Can you discern that?
Of course you do. I mean, I'm making a speech somewhere and someone wants to disrupt and wants to come and throw himself or herself on the podium to make. No, that's acting. You're just doing content creation and you act a movie. But there are people that it's just come to you naturally. And I think, see, let's be frank. The situation we find ourselves in the country today is tough. So people are going through a lot. So in any way you can possibly ameliorate that pain, sometimes may not even be money, Sometimes just stopping by to touch someone and just hug someone might be all the person needs. That, oh, am I still worth being related with? You know, those are, you can restore self-worth in someone, you know. So these are just things that goes naturally. You don't have to, I don't have to be a politician to do that.
To do all that. Your Excellency, it looks like you hit the ground running. You're doing a lot of work. We've heard previous governments say they would establish some projects in every local government area. Some probably we didn't see there, didn't see the light of day. Are you certain that you'll be able to finish up that promise that you have made? I mean, just to check it, if really there are plans in store to achieve that project per local government.
No, we're already in every local government. There is no local government.
Projects have started.
Projects have been commissioned. Projects are going on. Roads, houses, water projects. There are a number of things going on in every local government in this state today. There is no local government that you don't have the presence of a state government doing one thing or the other. And we're doing more. As we finish, we go on to another. We go on to another. And it's about planning. It's about careful planning with your team. We have delivery advisors that stay on every project, and these are people with institutional experience and memories that understand that these projects have timelines. And 2 days every month we sit back and I sit in there, we review all our projects. I know all the roads we are building right now. If someone goes to my car right now, they can get you a document, you just see it. You can open it, see all the roads, see how much we've paid. We're compiling the next set of roads we want to flag off. We're compiling the next set of payments we want to do to contractors based on the IPCs and the milestone. I have it right now in the car. And so you stay on top of your job. Akwa Ibom hired me to do this job, not any other job. And so people complain, you know, that I am a stickler for details. I don't have apologies for that. That's why you hired me here, to look at the things. It's like hiring a servant to watch over your property. He must be able to deliver and give you account. Whenever the Akwa Ibom people ask for explanation, you give it to them.
You give it to them.
You know, we've made mistakes, yes. We learn from them and quickly move on. But I believe that we are on track. Are we satisfied? Probably no. But we're on track, and we're taking it precept upon precept, step by step.
All right, let me quickly take you on the delivery advisors. I'm aware you have PAs who also monitor. You have project monitors, and now you have delivery advisors again. What's informing all of everybody to, you know, for the same projects, right?
No. The PAs are personal assistants. They have either they are personal assistant to mobilize, or what PAs, or everyone we have appointed have their specific role and their terms of reference. And we monitor that we are doing this. The delivery advisors is a new lexicon, really, that has been introduced into the private sector. A chief executive is extremely busy.
That's right.
Extremely busy. You cannot, and that's why you have a lot of abandoned projects when chief executives, particularly governors, are leaving. The reason is that you start up so many things, you come with so many ideas, you meet, you get into the office and you discover that you're overwhelmed by the office. It was Tony Blair. We're told that the retreat we just came back, we partnered with Tony Blair Institute to organize in Lagos. He said that, look, it took him 4 years to understand government. And why do governments fail? Why can't CEOs do what they had always dreamt of doing? You get into the office, there are many, many distractions. So you need to set your target. What is it that I want to accomplish? And who are the drivers, project managers? These people, you disentangle them from the bureaucracy of government and say, I want this house built. This is, when can we finish it? You stay on it. That's your work. Then they deliver on timeline. That's the only way you can get things done. If you come to my office right now, right in my office, You find all my projects on my project wall.
Wow.
And we're monitoring. They give, so you have, and I'm not taking reports from one source. So
okay.
I
That's why we need all of them.
Yes, all of them come together. They send the report. Then we have a team that analyze. Some come to me directly. Thank God for technology. On my desk, I can open up all my projects and show you the states they are. And again, if I come to a function around, okay, yesterday I was in Uruwanam and Okanafon Federal Constituency. There's a general hospital going on there. I left that event and inspected that general hospital, and so that to confirm what I see, pictures and drones and videos, and then we were able to make some adjustment, and I've told the delivery advisor that this project must finish and must commission it in September. So if you don't sit on these things, you can spend 4 years and only deliver. I mean, remember the night you are leaving, you didn't finish project, and people will say, there's this joke in parlance. They say when you enter the government house, one ghost will slap your head, you forget everything.
Until when you
are leaving 1 week, another ghost slaps your head. No, it's because there is no monitoring, there's no supervision, you didn't get professionals to do the job. Not that you didn't intend to do it. The weight of the office, there's so many things looking for your attention, so you must find a way to deliver, you must find a way to get the job done. That's why we do all of these things.
I remember your analogy or your analysis while you were swearing in your announcing the dissolution of the last exco and bringing a new one. You said sometimes in a game the coach has to change strategy and change players. Well, eventually you have probably a new look exco. Are they doing well?
They are doing well. They ask them, they know they have to do well. Because once every month we meet for 2 days, and you'll be able to say the things you've done. We're working together. They're doing well.
All right. And finally, because I know you have a busy schedule, you have 2 years left to go, thereabout, in your tenure. What are those key things that we, about 1 year, right? What are those key things that we expect to see moving forward?
And like I said, we have over 40 projects that we are yet to start, and some of them are key. We're trying to make an Akwa Ibom state that will have our tourism potentials must be harnessed. So we're building around that ecosystem. We're working on the conference center that what we call Tropicana, and it's been abandoned. It's now Ibom International Conference Center and hotels. That conference center takes about 5,000. The hotel by it's about 200 rooms, and we've awarded the contract. We're thinking of building an Arise city malls around it, so they can have that ecosystem. We're working on the airport. We're working on the MRO. We're tidying up now. We are working on the international airport terminal itself. We're working on the aviation. We're creating now aviation village. We want to get the people to live there. We're working on the hospital at the airport. We're trying to see how we can take all our tourism sites and work on them, so that when visitors come here, they can have places to go. We're working on Oron Beach. We're thinking of having water transportation. We have ordered 2 boats. The contractors are working. We are trying, to get all of these tourism projects together. So they are landmark projects. We're also veered into the real estate business. We're in Lagos, like we're building, and then we're hoping to finish designs for the Abuja Ibom hotels in Abuja, because we recovered all our moribund facilities, and rather than sell them, we have decided to put them into commercial use, because we must increase our internally generated revenue without necessarily placing the burden of taxes on the people. I know what to do to tax people, But this is not the time to do that. I also know what to do to generate revenue properly, by stepping up our businesses and facilities that can help us. We're working assiduously, and I believe that by the grace of God, as we begin to wrap up the first term, people should have visible evidence of things that we have done. Don't also forget, we have decided to work on all projects, some major projects of previous administration, whether it was the one I took over from or the one we've just decided, because these are for the benefit of our people. So we just put everything together. It's a relay race. People have handed the baton to you. You have to try and make sure that you just win the race, and eventually you do your bit and then hand over to someone else by God's grace.
All right, Excellency, this one is just an appeal or a suggestion. I remember when Felix Ofe-Boyin of Cote d'Ivoire tried to build a basilica. He came under heavy criticism. Even football stars, the biggest stars, said, why is he trying to copy the basilica in Rome? Today, it generates a lot of money. I was in Cote d'Ivoire, and just to go see the church, I had to pay like $20. I'm thinking that the our worship center here can be used as a tourist site.
It is a tourist site, but we have not finished.
Okay.
We're doing the external works. There's going to be a gate. There will be all of that. It's part of our tourist.
So that people can come in and take pictures.
See, I don't know where you have the kind of worship, that kind of structure in the country. So it is a tourist site, and people have been coming, but right now they just go, they check with we take them there and we show them, and but when the time comes, we're putting all of this together. We're working on the Arise Park. That was very ambitious project, recovering 70 hectares of gully erosion site, and now it's becoming a resort. We are there's a 9-hole golf course there. There are all of the facilities there. We have the children's playground. We have a pool. We have an artificial lake. We have apartments. We have conference facility. There are things. So these are all. It's all geared towards making our people have. Let people, when they come to visit us, now they come here for meetings and everything. Thank God for the peaceful nature of the state, and that's why I keep saying to all of us, look, we must do everything to keep our state peaceful. We cannot have this development if the state is not peaceful. Once you have anything to affect the peaceful nature of the state, you lose businesses, you lose investors, and then you lose focus at the same time. So if what I try to do is to say, why can't we be peaceful? Why must political parties separate us? Why must we have issues because my brother is in one party? And no, we're all Akwa Ibomites first. I see party as a vehicle to get to power, and when you get there, please begin to govern, and you govern everyone, you relate with everyone. And I've asked a fundamental question. I know every day now I say something, people go to town, misinterpret it, and yesterday I made an analogy, and and they say, oh, the man is the market in Ibom Air. That's far from it. Ibom Air is the best airline. I'm saying that much as I love Ibom Air, it's our airline. It's a preferred airline. Much as I love it and have it as a state government, and I arrived at the airport, and Ibom Air has a technical fault, which is possible.
Yeah.
Which is possible. And I have an appointment in maybe Abuja or Lagos to deliver a talk or a very serious appointment with investors. And I have an alternative airline to travel. Will I say, because this is my airline, it is owned by the state government? I'm not
well understood.
So when people say, oh, he was demarketing Ibom Air, no, it's an analogy. Come on, people know better than this. But there are people who try
content creators.
So for me, what I'm saying is that Akwa Ibom is one. Political parties are vehicles, you know. And then I've asked the question, and I want you to tell me, what's the political ideology of, in this country, this party, and the political ideology of this party? I want to know. Because we're not like the Americans.
Okay.
We're not like the Americans. You say this is the ideology of the Democrats, and this is the ideology of the Republicans. As a country, tell me the ideology.
We've had people who even, most people who are in this party were in that party. So.
Everybody keeps going and coming, Whatever thing I'm doing, I'm saying that let us be one. I don't want, whether it is any party platform. We've finished the election. We are now in governance. You are sworn into office to be a governor for Akwa Ibom.
That's right.
The rich, the poor, the atheists, the Christians, the Muslims, the pagans. You don't bring all those things into, oh, this is where I belong, this is... As a governor, Akwa Ibom is the space to govern, and everybody in there, including those who have chosen to live and work in Akwa Ibom. And that's why even in our grants, we give to non-indigens, but that resides here. This is where a lot of those people, their kids speak Akwa Ibom, and some of them are even married here. So that's the point I'm really trying to make. And people keep going forth and back, trying to box you to say things, you know. And I'm sure as soon as I leave this radio now, you see another one flying.
I don't think you dropped any bomb here.
So that's the point. I'm just saying that let's be one. The more we unite, I like to see people from other parties at the event of government, not the event of a party.
It's just alien.
Yeah, let's just get together. See, we must have a broader vision. You reduce the fight, you reduce the tension, then you can be focused. All of this is for the larger interest of the Akwa Ibom people and Akwa Ibom state. It's not anything personal.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for gracing this World Record Studios. By the way, how do you like our studio? Comfort FM?
Of course, wonderful studio, nice. And by the way, let me again for once be clannish. This is Nsirubium Studio.
Yes, it is. It is. Of course, I want to, openly here thank the distinguished Senator Ifyong Dixon Bob for the opportunity for me to, and for us, for Akwa Ibom, to have this world record attempt. By the way, we are 86 hours now. So
I'm glad to be part of it. You are almost there.
Yeah, but maybe if you delay 2 minutes, we'll do the ring the bell for 86 hours.
I will just be here to hear you ring the bell.
Thank you.
Well, we're just clapping, and Akwa Ibom is standing up for you.
Yes, sir.
To pray and trust God that you clinch this, and this will be added to our laurels in the state. You know, like I've said, I pray that this becomes an inspiration to our young people, that we can always dare. We can always dare. Gone are the days where we are timid, where we think we can't make it. We have the can-do spirit. Everyone that God has created, He gave us authority to have dominion. And we, as human beings, we carry a dominion mandate. And that's what it is. I congratulate you, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes, and by the way, there's another young man who won a world record for the longest recording marathon. He's in town. He's part of my team here, and he has the certificate. He brought it down here. You know, so we have the notion really is that except some Akwa Ibom might do things in Lagos, that's when it blows. You know, the social media space blows it up. But when it's done probably around here, it doesn't usually receive attention. But like the last guest I said, he said, luckily for you, you are in the golden era. So it is definitely very, very possible that the governor will come here, and thankfully you're here as well. Okay, phone lines are open. Please, thank you very much, as permitted by our Oga, the Commissioner for Information. All right, 0816 0906 0008951. Who will be the first to talk to the governor? Hello. Hello. Oh. Hello. Oh.
I also thank my Excellency here, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Omo Abasi. I say may the good Lord continue to bless him. I heard all what he has done, and I know that the God will continue to strengthen him, give him the power to do more.
All right. Okay, that sounded quite low. Let's try another call. 0906 0008951. We have the chief servant of Akwa Ibom State in the house, right here in the studios. His Excellency Pastor Umo Basiano.
Good afternoon, Comfort.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, my Excellency.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Mind of PhD.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you so much. My God, don't cook. Because of the town, it is the truth of the Akwa State. But also the party, like you said. Also the authority, also the background. And from your background, from your experience, the town plan to you. I say God should bless you, but if you don't live every day, you don't want to get made on you can go to the no never know Accra. Good TV or no. Good TV or no. You know, never know Frank good TV or no. You can go to what I said in two of Grandma, who's on a man of most of them. Your late people is with a woman, but so young being in two of go.
Okay.
So about if I will say,
okay.
To go create your 8 years. Don't even think you can come back no okay, maybe believe go young government go or government when you have put your pocket, put your pin, they take me. So move confidence
all right.
I don't know when them are calling I got to continue to pay for you.
Okay, so
go put things you do to this government state. Even if you are in the but for now until you know if you are everybody I'll say pass so as young but won't take on onion. Thank you for that. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
That's all right there.
All right, we can take 2 calls. Can we take 2 more calls, right? 0906 0008951. We have hit 96 hours. Shall we make some noise, please? 86 hours. 86 hours. 86 hours. All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Comfort.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
I thank the governor so much. In fact, we never expected this. When he come on board, we didn't expect that the governor would be so unique in this manner. But indeed, he's a pastor, and I can see that the word of God is not only preached by him, but he is practicing it in his action and in his manner, in his behavior, in his relation with people. I thank him for so many things he has put on ground. In fact, the transformation in Akwa Ibom State is very unique. I want to still remind my governor that he said something, and this is very, very unique, most especially when it comes to the youth of Akwa Ibom State.
What's that? My
governor would do so well if we could have the science park in 10 federal constituencies of Akwa Ibom State to be that
science park in 10 federal constituencies.
And I'm begging for my governor that he should reconsider and think about this.
Okay. All right, thank you.
My name is Basi Daniel Inyang. I'm calling from Odio in Ekelo government area of Akwa Ibom State, sir.
All right, Basi. Who knows? Who knows?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Science Park, we're reviewing it. You know, the Science Park, as it was conceived many years ago, will not be the kind of science park. That's why we're creating digital hubs. That's why you have all internet that will be everywhere. You don't have to have the science park as you had originally conceived it. We're tinkering with it, and we'll come out with something. And we're doing it already.
All right, then. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Yes, welcome.
Thank you. This is Bulus Likita.
All right.
From Uyo.
All right, please, can you speak up? Speak louder, please.
Yes, can you hear me now?
All right, better.
Bulus Likita calling from you.
All right.
Yes, I really appreciate your efforts. I've been listening for the past days.
Okay.
I want to wish you congrats. God will see you through this journey.
Thank you. All right.
You said the governor over there.
The governor is here.
He's good. He's good that governance is open to everyone. After parties or whatever, whoever succeeds, there's
Okay.
room for other parties to contribute.
Okay.
Also. That makes governance
All right.
a success.
All right.
And I wish him a success all through. his
Okay.
journey.
All right. Thank you very much. Obviously, everyone's wishing you well, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. So we, okay. So my director is telling me that we should. Okay, you can stay like 4 extra minutes. Okay, so that's about Sifreke then.
Oh, okay.
The winner of the.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's
All
keep
right.
making Akwa
Yes.
proud. We're everywhere. And by the way, okay, that's it. We're planning.
So we already have a league of world record, winners. Abasi Freka, Hilda is in Lagos. I'm getting mine. Should be like next month because I need to send all the evidence, and so, yes. Okay, you said we need to put 4 more minutes. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, 4 minutes. Okay, okay.
Well, whatever I need to do to encourage you,
Okay.
I'm here.
Thank you.
I just came to encourage you and applaud you to the finish line.
Excellency Governor Umano.
Sir?
My name is Samson Akmaido from Abak.
Yes, sir.
Please, first and foremost, sir, please, my governor, I want to pray for my forgiveness because that you should forgive us. We, some of the Akwa who did not earlier supported you when you came in because according to what they were saying Governor Umana is not a politician. He will not be able to handle us at the state. But with what we have seen on ground today, my God, I will say God will ever bless you and your people and your family.
Amen.
Even in the street light, I want to see a tip, please. The street light for the past 8 years, there was nothing like street light in this stadium road. But now we have been able to drive without a motor light from the end. Even the please, the one close to Federal Secretariat.
Okay.
We have not putting those works because there are some robbers that are disturbing people. They're snatching our women's back everywhere, please. If they can still do something around that place so that we can be able to live in peace in that
Federal Secretariat, light is coming, light is coming. The Honorable Commissioner for Works, I've heard you. Light will be there in 2 weeks, and they don't put it in 2 weeks. Let Mighty Judge get back to me.
Okay, sir.
And so the Honorable Commissioner for Works will get. We want to light up Uyo, want to light up Akwa Ibom. Our work is to listen to you, and that's the essence of governance. We can't know everything. It's only God that knows everything. But things that are brought to attention outside the agenda that we are running, we will respond to it. That I can guarantee you. And God will help us to keep serving, till the end.
Hello?
One more, please. Final call. Yes, hello, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Andy, calling from here. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Governor.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Yes, I really congratulate you for what you have done in Akwa Ibom State, for how you have taken Akwa Ibom State to the next level, for everything you have done. We say may God be with you, God protect you and guide you.
Amen.
For what you have done. You have done a lot that many people were not expecting. So,
Okay.
I congratulate you, sir.
Thank
I
you, sir.
congratulate you.
Thank you.
Well done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You have done so much. I appreciate you.
All right.
Congratulations, my
Okay.
Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations in advance.
Okay.
Well done.
All right then. Your Excellency, I think we can call it a day. Thank you very much. And so, I mean, this is the biggest of all the interviews that we have had. We had the Speaker of the State House Assembly yesterday. We had the Honorary Commissioner for Tourism. We had for information as well. And we've had people in fashion, entertainment. We even had artists. So the rule is that you cannot play music. Okay. You only need to talk. So we had artists come sing live, like a cappellas and all of that. And then we had relationship coaches and all of that. So thank you, sir, for gracing us as our biggest guests right here. So now the world record is complete. It's officially complete now, right? We only need to go and finish up the remaining 13 hours. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I'm going for my mandatory break now. I'll take a break for 15 minutes as mandated by the Guinness World Records, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned.